Yo. Yo, yo, yo. Beep, 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 beep. We're live. I swear I had my AirPods here. I lose my AirPods every few minutes. And the Find My AirPods never works. You can never hear the beep. What's the point of a beeper that is inaudible? How's the audio? Can we get confirmation? We got 7 whole people following right now. I need a 1 of 7 telling me the audio is a 5 of 5. How we doing? 5 people now. We lost 2 on the audio check. We're down 2. Says fine, okay? We got a fine, so we have acceptable, minimally acceptable audio quality. 5 of 5, says Shadow Cloud. Shadow, I saw you in the Edbeard Jr. Patreon live broadcast. He's doing the latest Dragon Lord painting last night for many hours. I joined around, what was it, like 10 o'clock? And he had started at 7, I think. So I was watching like a YouTube Bob Ross video, and he was like super chill. You know, he's got his mellow style. And let me see, what's up with this thing? He was using a 2-inch brush. And then all of a sudden it occurred to me that Edbeard Jr. uses like a micro tip brush and has amazing detail. Audio is okay. Well, at least I got a couple 5 out of 5s. I'll take fine and okay as pretty good. I bought a new microphone and I think I got it at the 40 decibels. So I'm assuming we're good to go. So anyway, Ed's painting. He's on painting number 7. What is it, Shadow Cloud? Is it 7 or 8? The 7th, I want to say, of the 10 card mini set. So he's making good progress. It's pretty awesome. All right, so getting into it. Quick intro. Per usual, 10 people now. We got 10. Andy Minnis is on. Yeah, I don't have my AirPods. I'm just waiting for people to join and queue up. We almost started on time. I do have the wheel preloaded, so we're good to go. Muleman Gaming, what's up? We got Cosmic Seeds was in here early. Always the first one in since 11:06. He says, are we there yet? We have arrived an hour later. Open. All right, we got Shadow Cloud. We got Andrew Mason, Andy Minnis, Muleman Gaming, and Facebook user. Oh, and Silly Draco. All right, so Facebook user. So let me get on Facebook. Per usual, I can only see names on YouTube, not on Facebook. So let's see here. Let's see who is chiming in from the community group. Oh, wait, what is this? Oh, okay. We got Matthias on Facebook answering gameplay questions. So apparently there's a tournament going on in Sweden. And Matthias is there. All right, so it's Chris Hugh on Facebook. Well, what's up, Chris? Adam Spiller says 40 minutes into, 35 left. He must have meant intro. Come on, man. All right, so let's see. Let's see what we got here for an intro. Today, Smapple Pack, or is it Smaple? Smaple Pack number 12 and 13. So, all right, let's get this out of here. Freaking goofballs. Let me tell you guys, oh my god. Let me tell you guys a little bit something about prep. Whenever you're going live on stream, let this be a lesson to you. You clip the nails, right? Every time. Well manicured nails. Never show up with a neck beard. Always shave the neck. Neck beards are okay at the LGS. Never live on camera. All right, so what we have, I don't remember if I showed this in the Discord, so I want to show you guys this really quick. We'll get into that later. So we have Elvira's sketch. This was the first artwork that she did for the Guile Sirens. So that was the sketch concept she first sent to Eric. Eric really loved this one, so she actually painted it. And it was a box topper. This is actually the curio card version of that. So the Guile Sirens. She did not particularly like this one for some reason, even though it's a huge favorite. People love it. So she begged Eric to redo it. See, this is the, it has the regular card back and it's foil. Since it's foil, you know that's the curio. It was either a box topper or a pudge pack card, and it had no foiling as the promo card. So that is the curio. This is the original sketch, the first one she submitted that led to that card. And Let me put this aside here. So she begged Eric to redo it, and she did redo it, and she did an amazing concept. It ended up being the one that is in the core, alpha, and beta set. All right, so a few things here. Man, we got some horrible glare. That's a problem with like cases and things, right? When you got intense overhead lighting. Let me put this aside here. All right. So first things first, we're opening 2 packs today, and we have a giveaway component. So for the giveaway, I said I would select the people eligible for this giveaway will be the participants in this Smaple pack opening. So the Old Salt Inkerman. I said I would select a card that is probably a lower level rarity and maybe not the best meta relevant card in the game because it is an artist proof card, square corners, and I wanted to pick one that I thought that the artwork of the original card was very nice and the artist proof painting on the back was also very nice, independent of the card's rarity and meta relevancy. Since paintings, artist proofs, I think stand on their own. Largely, they stand on their own in terms of valuation for their intrinsic beauty, displayability, that type of thing. And then, of course, if it's a higher rarity or higher meta relevancy, those tend to carry some degree of premium, sometimes significantly, as we've seen in some of these auctions and painting sales, and artist proof sales for that matter. So the Old Salt Anchorman, and this one was painted by Vincent Pompetti. Pompetti, the 2 Italians. So Vincent lives in France, but he's Italian. So this was Vincent Pompetti, 2 of 25. There's his signature. And the number 2, so the number 1s, if I remember correctly, a lot of the artists kept their number 1s. So this is the first that he had painted of the Old Salt Anchorman, and it hadn't been claimed yet. So I bought this from him essentially, and am going to give it away to one of the participants today. So we'll roll for that on a wheel of names. I just think that's a real nice artwork that really captures Vincent's style. He does a lot of like comic book type work, a lot of watercolor type work. He couldn't do watercolor on the artist proofs, so he used gouache and acrylics basically for his artist proofs. So, but it's very nice. I love the original artwork as well for the card. So we'll do a giveaway of that at some point today at auction. This card, let's shimmy down the top loader there. This is the Polymorph by Francesca Berald. So this is live for auction right now at the Collector Arthouse Discord and the Sorcery Contested Realm community Facebook group. I launched this, Thursday night, and it's ending tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, and it's currently at $425. We have not met the reserve yet that Francesca selected for this. But maybe we will by the end of the close today, and someone will claim this beautiful artwork, beautifully painted. Now this one is number 11, right? So the first 10 Francesca has elected to keep, and she's either going to keep those for herself very long term, may or may not sell some in the future, but it's very rare that she has the opportunity to get these paintings done for the artist proofs. She did 4 initially, right? And she mailed me those 4. This was months ago. And this is the 3rd card from her, 3rd of the 4 to be auctioned, but it's the very first Polymorph. And then I have one other card that will auction, I don't know, maybe within the next few weeks or something like that. So it's very rare and far and few between to get a chance at a Francesca Berald artist proof card. So at some point, we'll see more. This is the first, number 11 of 25. Beautiful Polymorph, really great artwork. She is incredibly heavily commissioned. All right, so what we're here for now. Oh, does the L on the art signify something? Yeah, thanks for asking, Greg. So the L, you see the L here? Good eye. It looks like a column. It's kind of like woven into the background. So each of her artist proof cards, or each of her cards in Alpha that she received artist proofs for, she has a what's the term? Like a thematic approach to each of those. So for the Polymorph series, she elected to do a different letter for each of her 25 cards. So this, she just randomly decided to start with the letter L, and the lizard theme. So each of the polymorphs will have a different letter, and that'll be the thematic concept for the polymorph. We also had the Eric's Curiosa, and on the Eric's Curiosa, you know, you have the table with a bunch of different items. Those items are things that she personally owns from her travels or different life experiences and things. So she is doing like a concept related to each of those items in that series for the Eric's Curiosa, and et cetera, et cetera. Each series of cards has a theme. If you go to Francesca Berald's website, just Google it, you'll find it. Sign up for her newsletter, and as these artist proofs come to market, she explains the concept for those and why she did that. Now, speaking of auction, last things on the auction front, tonight at, should I go here? Let me come back to this one, because I'm going to have to use the computer screen for that. What we're here for is 2 sample packs today. And in the past, I won't do it today, but I showed all the different packs and their provenance from the different regions and how you can tell where they are from. These are from the US. And how do you know that? It's because on the front, they have a void sticker, and on the back, they always have this sticker with the barcode and the SCR-04. Sorcery Contested Realm sample booster pack new. Not to be confused with the not new. Just kidding. Just kidding. There's no not new packs. They're all new. All right, so two Smaple packs. 2 Smaples. You missed this. You did miss this, the syrup opener. I'm not going back. All right, so 2 sample packs, both from the U.S. That's what we have on deck for today. We're going to crack into those. So I got a pile for each of those. And a lot of people have been asking in the community group on Facebook and the Discord, how can I encapsulate my precious sorcery items? So I'm working with a company here. I'm going to have an affiliate code. So what I'm going to do is I'll have an open code for anybody following on YouTube or whatever. I'll publish it in different places. It'll be a discount code that you can use at their website once this product is available, which will be about 2 months from now, towards the end of March. So 8 weeks. You know, it goes by fast, guys. It'll be coming up. You can buy these, and you'll have my affiliate discount code. And then in my Patreon, I'll have a second code that'll be more of an aggressive discount for Patreon supporters. All right, so it's not paywalled, gate capped, whatever slander these animals like to use against me. There's no paywall, but there's additional benefit within the Patreon. That's what Patreon is basically all about. It's about supporting content creators, so to speak, and getting certain benefits for doing so. All right, so various products, I sent them all the different SKUs. What you're looking at here is alpha. They will have these for alpha. I know they're doing the booster boxes for beta, and I forget if they're doing the pre-cons because these have to be measured to very specific specifications. So for alpha, they'll have all the different SKUs. You'll have the booster box, the pre-con deck, and then these individual pre-con deck cases, which are awesome because I don't know of any other alternative if you want to encapsulate these for display if you're a collector, or just use them as like a box thing, right? And you notice here, there's no screws, no magnets, no nothing. It's just a perfect, nice, durable, yet thin enough to be highly durable encapsulation for the packs. And there's a slide door on them. I haven't messed with these in a while, but it's like a sliding door concept. Well, there it is. See, it just slides back. You put the deck box in there, slides right back into place, and there's a little groove for it to fit in there to be snug enough without any type of, fixating type device, meaning a screw or magnet or anything. So it just looks perfectly natural and displays beautifully. Epic. All right, so you got those. They're all the same size. All the decks are the same size. So you could buy those, get 4 of those for your full deck. The pre-con itself. So this is the pre-con box. And you see this is alpha. It's kind of hidden under the void sticker a little bit there, but you see the alpha symbol, right? So this is made perfectly to fit. You can kind of see there's no excess in there. It doesn't shake around. This is empty. So you hear like the contents inside of my box. I think I left like those little token guys in there, but the box itself does not move around at all. And again, sliding door design to millimeter specifications, very tight, looks amazing. All right. So we got that, and then the Alpha booster box. See? See the Alpha symbol? 39 packs, baby. 39 packs of Immense Glory. And again, fits perfectly, looks amazing. Super durable. It's acrylic, you know, so you don't have to deal with like fingerprints and other nonsense that ruins the look when you're handling it like this. And then this also has that shutter door type design concept. Somewhere around here, one of these sides. Here it is. I can see it on top here. See? It just slides right open. Boop, 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 boop. So you slide it completely off, and then it just snaps right back in. It's not a snap case. It just slides in seamlessly. Look at it. Ding, 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 ding. There's like a delay. All right? So it fits perfectly. No give. Measured precisely. Fits gloriously. And off you go. And then lastly, the individual packs. These are one of my favorites. These are pretty awesome. Right? Now this one, I forget how this contraption works. I'm not going to mess with it. But it looks awesome. You know? You can lean it on something. You can do whatever you want. Alright. Enough screwing around. The last thing I wanted to show here. 8 p.m. tonight. There will be a new auction launching. So this baby will end at 8 o'clock. All right. As I say, hasn't met reserve quite yet. It's at $425. Francesca's work is always highly valuable. You could look at valuable, not available. It's actually not highly available, as I was saying earlier. But her work is very valuable. Her paintings sell for quite a bit. And her artist proofs, you know, are always tremendous detail and quality. So we'll have that one ending at 8 o'clock. And when that ends, one door closes and a new door opens. This... See, rounded corners. Not an artist proof tonight, but we're going to have an epic curio. The Far East Assassin by Severin Pinot, right? So the regular Far East Assassin. This is what I wanted to go to the computer screen, guys, to kind of explain this. I don't know if you caught this last time, but let's go and present the old monitor here. All right. Share screen. Bing, bing. Wait, what we're... Okay. Entire screen. So you can see my software updates and my security breaches. We're going to share that. All right, we have the wheel. We have the card. We have the wheel larger. And we have my face. So let me go onto Facebook here. All right. And then if... There's the old wife celebrating a Ravens Super Bowl years ago. All right. So in the community group, I see this is what you want to not do. You don't want. You know what goes in here? The Air Jordans. You put a sneaker in there. You put an Air Jordan. Never a sorcery box. All right. So that's coming. Although look at this. Look at this in the background. That is nice. Look at that. Look at that. Elvira Shakarova, great artwork, right? The Elementalist, beautiful. All right, there's me. Talking about the wife. There's a meme. Why was I going? All right, yes. So I posted here from our break last week. Look at this guy. He's waiting for Arthurian Legends. All right, where's my post? All right, scroll and scroll. Here we go. All right, last week, guys, we pulled the Far East Assassin as a sample card. And now, I don't know how well this is coming across. Let me see if I could zoom. Let me see if I can zoom a little bit. All right, so I zoom, and Zuckerberg shows my message like a moron instead of the picture. He's probably going to ban me for calling him a moron somehow, even though I'm on YouTube. Oh, I am live streaming on Facebook, too. All right, so here we go. I figured it out. User error. No. The icons are getting bigger. The picture is not. Take a look at the typeline text here. You see this? An elite mortal swipes from the shadows. An elite mortal swipes from the shadows. This is the sample card, the Far East Assassin, for the one that's in the Alpha Core set. What is very interesting here, if I now go back to the overhead, let's do it like this. Check this out. The typeline text, an elite mortal swipes from the shadows. So very cool. We have the change of artwork. So this one has historical significance on a few levels. The early sample card design of this card has the typeline text that says an elite mortal swipes from the shadows, but it has the Severin alternate artwork. So this was commissioned pre-alpha. I actually sold this painting a few weeks ago. And now I have the sample card available for auction, and that'll be coming tonight, right? So remember that type line text. Let's go back to the interwebs, close this out, and now we need to go to Collector Arthouse website, Sorcery Cards, and Severin. No. Actually, we want to look at the alpha version of Elvira's version of the Far East Assassin. So if we go to Far East Assassin, you see an elite mortal with exacting aim. So there's the difference, guys. The sample card matches the curio card. That's a nuance that is new news, so to speak. I don't think that's been noticed nor revealed just yet. So it's really cool that the sample card matches the curio card. That's a throwback, as is the alternate artwork that was not used. So this is one of the higher end sample cards. To my knowledge, there's only been a few sold. So it's a pretty valuable card. I've really been wanting to do a video on curios because curios are a very interesting beast. They are extremely, extremely rare, and we very, very rarely see them come for sale. There's very little sales data on eBay. I've done like a handful of auctions or so. I had kind of like a month of the gods, or whatever the hell I was calling it, in the month of December, where I auctioned like a handful of curio cards, which is insane and unheard of because they just come up for sale so far and few between. The opportunities are very rare. So I auctioned mostly beta curios, as I recall, through that stint, and a couple, but there were a few alpha curios too. So you very, very rarely see the alpha curios. Those are kind of like a thing of the past. They're really hard to come across. But even the beta curios, we're not seeing a lot of liquidity. There's just not people selling them. They're not being offered. It's not that they're not being bought. They're not even being offered. When they are offered, they're usually sold. They're always sold. So far and few between. Great opportunity. Let's get focused here now. How long have I gone? 22 minutes? That's incredible. 22 minutes, and I'm already raring to go. And check this out, guys. Look at this. I got all of the wheels prepped. Check out this preparation. We got, it's highlighted, all right. So we got sample pack break 12. Next tab, sample pack break 13. Next tab, all of the names. So when we do the giveaway for all the participants, and we give away the old Salt Anchorman, the old Salt. Look at this guy. What a stud. What a stud. Old Sailor. You old dirty dog, you. The old Sailor. All right, so we're going to roll the wheel, and I put all the participants on here, and you see I repeated your name based on how many slots. So I thought, it's only fair if you paid for multiple slots across packs 12 and 13, you will see that reflected here, and you'll have slightly better odds at winning that free giveaway for the sample card. All right, so let me get my axe tool. Hang on. All right. I was almost fully prepared. I forgot the axe tool. Axe tool. Got my water. I crushed a protein bar in record time, just like my record intro. Richard Somerville from Australia. What's up, man? Spinning the wheel to give the curio away? Well, this is a consignment deal, man. I don't think the guy I'm selling it for would be too happy with that. So that's going up for auction at 8 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, I was serious about the axe tool. That is my cutting device. That helps me get into these mega China glued sample packs, sometimes maple packs. Let's see. Let's randomize the random at least 3 times. No more of this amateur hour nonsense. Smaples are on the line. I go to max randomization every time. I don't mess around. Table syrup. I accept for now, but I expect authentic maple syrup at some point in the future. So if any of you Canadians would like to send me the real deal maple syrup, there were, I remember when I grew up in Rochester, New York, there were maple trees up there, guys. I went to this thing, when I was in the Boy Scouts as a wee little lad, and there was like this maple syrup dripping right down the side of the tree. And the guy says, you somehow get that shit off the tree, you bottle it up, like so. You slap a less offensive label on it nowadays. And bada bing, bada boom, you eat your pancakes. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, guys. All right, we saw the cases. Get the keyboard out of here. We have 2 packs. Get out of here with this curio. Curio for tonight. This is Smaple Hour. So we have 2 Americano packs because of the sticker on the back and the sticker on the front. So we randomize, we random, and there you go. We set 1 aside, and we have 1 ready to go. Let me zoom out and see if we could get into this bad boy. What we're going to need is penny sleeves. Let's see. All right, penny sleeves. We sleeve them up, and we random them up, and get into some wheel spin action. All right, let's all send Mike some maple syrup. Light. Guy's upset about the light syrup. And he's talking about a broken heart, man. Your heart's going to explode like a doomsday device. If you're going full sugar syrup, you, my friend, are on borrowed time. Borrowed time. You're going to be like one of the guys at the LGS that Ace Spittler talks about all the time. You got to join the Collector Arthouse Discord if you want to know what those types are. Or conventions. The full syrup convention savages. Alright, I gotta pry the glue off of this. I refuse to take scissors and cut across. It's not what I'm going to do. Florida man used to boil the fresh syrup in Vermont. Throw it out into the fresh powder to make amazing candy. Can't even comprehend what is being said right now. That is wild. Maple candy? Cardboard guide. So next week, guys, that reminds me. I forgot to talk about next week. This week, 2 sample packs. Next week, 1 sample pack. Sample packs, and that's going to be pack 14. Pack break 14. It's getting very hard to open sample packs. That's always been true. But it's getting harder. And it's getting harder to buy them. Especially for less than $1 million. So I'm going to stop doing 2 packs at a time. Damn it. Alright, so I'm going to stop doing 2 packs. And I'm going to do 1 pack next week for sample 14. This is a surgical operation. I might have to go to alternative tools. Alright, so next week, sample pack 14. And I am going to have a special surprise. I don't think I'll pre-announce who this is going to be. I'm going to have a special surprise mystery guest for my showcase opener. And you guys are going to see something of epic proportions. A mind-blowing reveal. Assuming this freaking thing shows up. So I had to pay. This thing that is coming cost me. It cost almost $900 just to ship it. To give you some idea of order of magnitude of what this thing is. So it's a package like no other. White gloved like no other. And it's coming hopefully soon, within the next few days. I thought it could be here today potentially, but it is not. But it should be here within the next few days. You know, there's been a lot of snow all over the country. All right, we did it, boys and girls. So next week, we're going to have a special mystery guest, and we're going to have an epic reveal with that guest, and everyone will be surprised. And then we're going to break 1 Smaple pack. No, I did not mispronounce that. Look at that one. This one, look at this, guys. This is interesting. Look at the surface. This one has some surface scratches. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it on screen. Hang on. Hang on. Focus, baby. Come on. Work with me. Work with me. Let me move this aside. Why is it not focusing? Come on. Is this not in product showcase mode? There we go. There we go. Man. No, it's still blurry. Hang on. All right. All right, hang on. Got to unplug. Invalid during USB streaming. Oh, maybe I got to go function action? Menu? Where's my tech support? Baloney. Yeah. All right, hang on. Connect the USB. All right. Go to mode. Pressing them. You can cancel. Oh, it is USB streaming state. All right, that was a high-risk maneuver. We got to go back to StreamYard. Looks like your mic was unplugged. Did I lose audio? Shite. How's the audio? Good? What a disaster. Never do that live. All right. Settings. Audio. Camera. ZV1. Come on, baby. Give me the ZV. ZV. We got audio? Oh, it's been good from the start. Nice. All right. We lost overhead cam. Leave. Add. StreamYard. Enter. We'll get there. We'll get there. All right, so we're going to go overhead. No. Let's go C Arthouse. Mute. Settings. Camera ZV1. Audio. And no, not road. ZV1. All right. Boom. Boom. All right. All right, we good? Shit, 32 minutes in, but I was already into the break, so technically, it worked like a dream. Hey, look at that. I can see the viewers on Facebook versus YouTube. Beautiful. All right, guys. Nothing is safe. Nothing safe. All right, so audio's good. It's always been good. What has been opened so far? Absolutely nothing has been opened. What would you expect here? We're only 33 minutes in. Not a single thing has been opened. All right. Mike barely opened the pack with his axe. He cut up the top card. The top card. Card House. What's up, Simon? All right, guys. So, I don't know what happened there. We were losing focus. All right, we're getting focus back. All right, so it looks like we're going to be fine. We're going to sleeve them up. We're going to do our typical randomization technique. We have Andrea Guintini, the most Italian viewer we've ever had on the show. Welcome, Andrea. Our people are coming together. There we go. We have an Atlas. See how many Atlas site cards we get. We got at least one. Yeah, this is why I stream at, well, it's 12:37 my time. So, you know, Kevmo ends up joining 40 minutes in because he's too busy drooling on his pillow on a weekend morning on the West Coast. And in Europe, it is what, like 5 or 6 out. Look at that. There's a lot of scratches. So some of these sample cards, you know, it's typical. You have a little bit of edging on a sample card, some surface scratches from time to time, sometimes a little smudge butcher. But that's how sample cards are. They're not PCG 12s. They're not BGS 10s, and they're not PSA 7s. There are a variety of finishes. But it's about the history, which is fun to explore. And it's great we have that documented in card form here. From the breaks, from the Collector Arthouse website, from the stories, from the shorts that materialize out of these things. All right, drooling on my desk is more like it. So Kevmo, working on a Saturday, admits to his boss that he's sleeping on the job. What a guy. What a guy. He's in this break. Hopefully he doesn't get fired. He needs that income to get in on the action. Good luck, Kevmo. You blew up your own spot, man. I had nothing to do with it. That's 100% on you. That's all you, 0% me. 100 you, 0 me. It's 4:37 a.m. here in Australia. Damn. Oh, working night shift. Wow. That's wild, man. That's some dedication right there. We got some hard workers here working for the weekend. Oh, Sophie says 6:30 p.m. Yeah, so it is 6-hour time difference. I know that changes sometimes with daylight savings. I'm never quite sure. I always got to go to the Google machine and see what time it is in Europe. All right, so what do we have? 2 Atlas cards, guys? All right, let's make sure there's 15 cards for starters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, so that's a good sign. And we're going to have 2 Atlas cards in this break. And let's see how many people we have in on this. So Kevmo had 2, Silly Draco had 2, Pascos had 2, Andy M sketch cards had 2. So 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 people had 2. So there's 15 cards in the pack. We got about 11 people participating in this particular pack. All right. So Anthony Taylor says it's 17.38 here in Liverpool, England. Liverpool. Boss ain't in on this. All right, Kevmo. Yeah. Just keep quiet. Sleep in between Smaple breaks, and you'll be good to go. Boss doesn't play card games. Beautiful. All right, good. I had my accountant joined my sorcery marketplace on Facebook a few weeks ago. That was funny. Maybe he's keeping tabs on me, making sure I'm keeping it clean. But he's not my boss. He's got nothing on me, guys. Nothing. Just record everything, and you'll be good to go. All right, so do some randomization. We really like to make sure we don't have clumping with the Elite Unique. I'm not going over what the hits are. You saw some of them on the thumbnail for this break. There are hits at every rarity, huge ones. That's what's so awesome about the Smaple cards, sample cards. People Jones on me about my typo in Discord. That's where the Smaple syrup comes from. I tried to type sample cards. I got a little hasty, and I called it a Smaple card break. So that's the inside joke if you're not on Discord. All right, guys. So we have a good shuffle here. Simon's working. All right. So we're pretty good. We randomized the packs. We have our 15. We are going. Let me make sure this is the right pile. So we got Jimmy C, User 17, Center Point, Easy B, Andrew Mason, Andy Sketch Cards, Pascos, Robert, Morabito, Risomex, Silly Draco, and Kevmo. All right. So let me go to the wheel now. And at 38 minutes in, we're going to actually see some sample cards. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. We're at the first tab, first wheel. All right. And first spin. Let's get into it. Top card is going to be a spell card. And Andrew Mason. Yeah, Andrew Mason with his 1 from the deck, from the pack. Uh-oh, we got company, guys. We got company. We might be good. I think we're good. All right, Andrew Mason. First one, 39 minutes in. Right off the top. Max zoom, autofocus, beautiful. I don't know why I messed with the camera. It was perfectly fine. I lost 5 minutes. Otherwise, my intro would have been 12 minutes long. Tring Constrictor. All right, Alan Pollock, guys. It's an exceptional. So one of the higher end cards. in theory. I mean, it's hard to say what's a higher end card. You know, I don't think rarity is a thing. Obviously, it makes it quite rare. It certainly is a sample pack because there's only 244 sample packs across the pledge tiers. And in each pack, you're getting 3 exceptionals, 1 elite or unique, and 11 ordinaries. So Alan Pollock, you know, great artist, amazing quality. Let me go back to the card for a minute and just admire the artwork for a moment and all the intricate detail. Pretty incredible. It's hard to believe that something like this could be painted, you know? Super realistic looking. All right, so the Trin Constrictor costs 4 to cast. Let's take a look at how this evolved. On the Collector Arthouse website, you go to Alan Pollock's page. So same casting cost. The power level went from 2 to 3, so it actually got a buff for alpha. Wow, and the card's pretty interesting. So on this card, the card's a little darker, I'm noticing, than the final alpha version and the image you see on the website. You see a little more texture in what appears to be a rock wall. So you have this rock wall, this beautiful waterfall, amazingly done by Alan, and the Trin Constrictor. The guy's losing his sword as he's being squeezed to death. All right, so that's where you get the illustration to type line text. Let me hold this a little more centered. The coupling of the illustration to the type line text. So it says, this exceptional beast furls about your foes. So in alpha, that was changed to an exceptional beast with a crushing embrace. So that is a great change. You know, that really makes the correlation tighter between the illustration and the type line text. A crushing embrace. You know, it's exactly what we're seeing. Wow. Incredible amount of words on this card. So right off the bat, I have to do a hell of a lot of reading here. All right, tap this Constrictor to tap and ensnare an adjacent minion. That minion does not untap as long as the Constrictor is tapped. You may choose to not untap the Constrictor at the start of your turn to keep an ensnare going. Oh, keep an ensnare going. Interesting. All right. So now let's go back to the page. Resolution might not be great. But it says, again, an exceptional beast with crushing embrace, buff from 2 to 3. You tap it, and the Trin Constrictor may take a step. Then it constricts and disables target minion at its location. At the start of your next turn, if the minion remains constricted, it dies. Trin Constrictor doesn't untap during your next turn. Crushing Embrace, so it just squeezes you to death. Very cool card. Congratulations to Andrew Mason. I don't recall. I feel like I have either pulled this card before, or I might be remembering back to when I was auctioning a lot of these through my consignment deal for someone who had a bunch of these sample cards in the pre-alpha time frame. So great artwork. Congratulations to Andrew. And back to the wheel for the second card. First wheel, second card, 14 people left, right on schedule. 43 minutes, man. All right, so the first hour is house money. I got to do the packs within an hour. Kevmo, his first of 2. All right, here we go, Kevmo. Right off the top, looks like you're going to end up with a Spellbook card. So not one of the 2 Atlas cards, but maybe it is the ordinary counterspell you were looking for. Good luck. Oh, I have pulled it before? Good call, Random Bearfax. I probably pulled it for you, huh? All right. Midland Mercenaries. Someone was searching high and low for this card, and I think he finally scored it, right, man? I won't say who it is. I don't know. I think he just got it, like literally, within the last few days. He's been asking me every time, did you find one of these? Did you find one? Did you find one? Beautiful artwork. This painting was recently resold, you know? So Jeff ran an auction for this like a year ago. It was very early on, you know. The following in Sorcery was a lot smaller in the early days. A lot of people were super passionate about it, but there's been tremendous growth since then. So at the time of this auction, there were very few bidders. I actually deeply regret not bidding on this because I remember, I think it sold for like $1,600 or something insane, $1,650 or something. It only had like 2 bids, as I recall, which was a horrible mistake on my part passing on this. I should have picked it up. It's really cool. You know, it's obvious why Jeff was selected for this game. He was a Magic Alpha artist. Now he's a Sorcery Alpha artist, but he has that awesome throwback 90s style of artwork. It was changed to Eremos Mercenaries, so we know there's a big name change on this one, but a real cool throwback artwork. I believe the guy who bought that painting is the same guy who was desperately in search of the sample card, and good for him, he finally landed that. So, ordinary mortals of a dubious nature. When these mercenaries enter play, return one village in play to your hand. So let's go to the website and Collector Arthouse, Sorcery cards, Jeff Menges. Let's see how this card changed. All right, so it went from 2 and 2 threshold to 3 and 2 threshold. It got a bit of a nerf from 4 power to 3, and now it says ordinary mortals fight for a price because they're mercenaries, right? So no longer ordinary mortals of a dubious nature. They're ordinary mortals that fight for a price. All right, mercenaries. This is what we're looking at. You may discard a random card rather than play this spell's mana cost. All right, so rather than paying the 3 and 2, it is free to cast if you discard a card, which is, a significant price to pay. The purse has enticements unknown to virtue. Real nice flavor text on this one. I like that. So it used to say, inspired by the purse rather than the soul, heaven offers nothing to these scoundrels. M&R Ran. Or Ran. R-A-N-N. That's pretty cool as well. But I like that change. It's real nice. You notice some subtle differences. Notice the aesthetics of the card. Wow, this is very interesting. All right, so this changed. Actually, I almost forgot about this. Look at this, guys. So this was actually an earth card, you see? The earth cards always have that color, that matching color tone. And of course, there's the earth symbol. That's how you know. This actually changed to a fire card. And the fire always has the red and the red on the box. So that is a big, significant change. I'm glad I took a closer look at this because I'm noticing, there are a lot of changes with text center justification, the card balance or where the text box resides and where the artist name resides relative to the border of the card. You could kind of see that in the sample card. Some of that could be just cutting differences, But you see, like, the text looks like it was either larger or this happened to be cut closer to the name. But there's another change. But the earth to fire is very significant. That's probably the biggest change that makes that a big deal. So congrats to Kevmo. Real cool pull. Yeah, all samples are cool to have. That's right, Anthony Taylor. They're awesome cards. All right, that's cool. My Unravel Smaple was also an element change too. Nice. You're the element change man. All right, back to the wheel, guys. Back and forth we go. Sometimes in early going, I spend a lot of time. Some may say too much time, but it's awesome analyzing the history. That's what it's all about. Two cards in, says Captain Murphy. 48 minutes and 2 cards. Pascos. I am almost certain that I misspelled your name, my friend. So in the Collector Arthouse Discord, you go by Pascos with an undetermined number of S's. Is it actually 3 S's or is it 2 S's? As I was punching that into the label maker machine, I was like, there's no way this can be correct. But I refused to change it, just like sample to smaple, or smaple to sample. Here we go. Cloud Spirit. Beautiful artwork. So I was in Liz Danforth's Discord recently, and she was talking about 2 cards. One, Abundance, by Vincent Pompetti. She said something about that card just struck her, emotionally. She just thought it was a beautiful, beautiful card. And the other, she absolutely loves the Cloud Spirit. So I passed that along to Mikhail Nagy-Paul. He was flattered by the high praise and compliment. It's really great how the artists support each other in Sorcery. In the community group recently, we had Ed Baird Jr. absolutely praising Gadu Duaso for his awesome, unique style. And then again, in Patreon last night, he was talking about Gadu and how much he respects and admires his work, which is incredible coming from a legend like Ed, who's been doing this for 30, 40 years. An absolute master painter and incredible talent. But anyway, Liz Danforth, big fan of the Cloud Spirit. It's an awesome pareidolia effect is what they call it, right? I think I'm pronouncing that right. Pareidolia effect. That's when you see the spirit in the clouds. It's a natural formation with the clouds lending itself to the blue sky, and you see this figure in the horizon, right? So great artwork by Mikhail. This was actually inspired by an artwork that he had already done that was very similar. It had It was a very, very large art piece. And it had this small mountainous range along the bottom. So Eric had him revise that or redo it for the purpose of the card game. So the mountains were raised. They're more pronounced. So those can peek over the text box and give it more of like a better balance for the card layout. And then the beautiful sky with the pareidolia effect really shows that contrast against the clouds. You can really noticeably see that figure right away when you see this card. So amazing artwork by Mikhail. Let's take a look now at the website and analyze the change real quick. Sorcery cards, Mikhail Nagy, Paul. You know what? Let's divert real quick. We got time, right? So we go to interviews and articles. I want to go to Mikhail's interview, right, and show you guys some of his work real fast. So check out these interviews, man. This website, these interviews are really cool. This masterpiece I featured on the community group recently. Amazing work by Mikhail. But the reason why I wanted to go here is because I think in this interview I featured the artwork that I was talking about. Actually, this is pretty awesome too. You could just see how visibly massive this is. So take a look here. One of Mikhail's influences is Peter Paul Rubens. Does these beautiful landscapes, and you can see how that influences Mikhail's art, right? So you have that gorgeous landscape. Let me see that blows up a bit. Amazing. Look at that. And then you see how it manifests itself into Mikhail's work. This beautiful landscape. This is amazing painted detail. Incredible. And the mountain range. It kind of looks like Cloud Spirit, right? Similar color palette. A lot of artists have their favorite colors that they like to use for a lot of their works. Real funny one here. Here you go. This is awesome, right? Because the Murder of Crows. This is a different variant on Murder of Crows, the curio card that was not used in alpha. So it's called Crow Meadow. Look how big this is. 40 by 30 centimeters, 2017, oil on canvas. All right, so I didn't have it in here. I know I've featured it elsewhere. Maybe it was in my Patreon, but I won't waste too much time. I know I've shown that other painting before. It might be in the community group on Facebook. Remind me later, guys, in Discord, for those of you guys that aren't on Facebook, if you'd like to see that. But let's go to Mikhail's page and take a look here at the Cloud Spirit. So 2 and 1 threshold becomes 2 and 2 threshold, 2 power level unchanged. It is an air card, it looks like. And an ordinary spirit chases the wind. It used to say an ordinary spirit soars in these skies. Airborne movement +2, no change there. All right, so the flavor text, guys. This one has an amazing flavor text. I remember this distinctly. In the old one, all right, this changed slightly, but it's a real nice slogan here. Children picture creatures in the clouds. Innocence sees what wisdom cannot. Right? So the innocence of children can see. They look up to the clouds, right? They notice their surroundings. And what it says now in alpha, children sense beings that we cannot, and innocence seen what wisdom forgot, right? So the innocence of children looking up to the skies, using their vivid imagination, before they're broken down by the realities of life. You know? It's nothing but sunshine, rainbows, and imagination. Very nice, guys. Very nice sorcery team. Very nice, Mikhail. Beautiful artwork. All right. I prematurely went back to the overhead. We need to go to the wheel. We need to go for a spin. All right, 12 left. Let's just make sure, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Robert Morabito. So Robert had 1 in this pack. And where is your top loader, my guy? Robert Morabito. All right. So we got Robert coming off the wheel. And right off the top, another spell book. I was gone for 30 minutes, and we're only on 3 cards. Classic. That's right, my friend. Here we go. Let's get that mouse out of here. Swamp Buffalo. All right, Jussie Pilkus. Wait a minute here. Yeah, Swamp Buffalo. That's right. All right, so let's go to Jussie's page. This is an ordinary rarity, and I'm pretty certain that stayed an ordinary rarity. Yeah, I hesitated for a minute there because I thought for a moment Vasily had done this card. I forgot that it was Jussie. All right, so, but you could tell by the style. You know, stylistically, you know immediately it's Jussie. All right, so it's 1, same casting cost, same power level. An ordinary beast of ponderous proportions did not change. what we had here, so there's no mechanic on this one. It's just a simple buffalo. It's a low cost. It's a beast, you know? So it could be summoned by the Highland Falconer. So it does have meta relevancy. You can put this in a Highland Falconer structured archetype deck and summon this guy, right? Because it costs less than 2 to cast. And it says the Swamp Buffalo is an icon of contentment in the old one. Now this is pretty hilarious in the alpha version. Impassive, plump, and peaceful, the Swamp Buffalo is an icon of contentment. So it added just a bit more of flavor with that extra line, or extra few adjectives for the Swamp Buffalo. Right on brand, very fitting. Congrats to Robert Morabito. All right, guys, back to the wheel. Random beer facts. All right, 11 to go of pack 1. We got a whole nother pack to do, so we're going to be here for a while. Pascos. Pascos with the triple S. Philosopher of Sorcery is in the house. Pascos. All right. Pascos. Wait a second here. How many Pascos do we have? So, was that the last Pascos? Yeah, we had an earlier Pascos. All right, so that was the second of 2. I knew there were multiples for Pascos. Just wanted to be sure. All right, so right off the top for Pascos, another spell card. Looks like we're going to be getting to the Alice cards late in the pack. Here we go. The beautiful Fenval Muse by Jeff Menges. All right, so our second Menges from the pack, an ordinary mortal and conduit of conjuring. Let's go to the website, take a look at Menges page again. Great artwork by Jeff here, very nice. And I believe, I contacted Jeff recently and asked him what he had left. I think he pretty much sold all of his alpha stuff. Maybe a few sketches he has left, but his paintings, I believe, are largely sold, maybe completely sold. So he's looking forward to Arthurian Legends. And we saw the Vile Imp as his new artwork in beta. And on my channel, we had him on for an interview. And Eric and the team graciously allowed me to do a reveal with him. And he revealed his Stonehenge card for Arthurian Legends, I assume. I think it's Arthurian Legends. So I'm not sure if that was 100% confirmed, but it's for a future set, likely to be Arthurian Legends, and it's an awesome artwork. Hey, Thagaste, what's up, man? The great French people have an event this weekend. Have fun, guys. All right, the Fenval Muse. Let's get focused. An ordinary mortal of quiet inspiration. Very nice. Very nice change for the type line text for alpha. It's still a spellcaster, and there was an extra mechanic added for the alpha version. Whenever Fenval Muse casts a spell, you may trigger the genesis of a nearby river. Wow, that's awesome. That is and it's very cheap to cast. It has no power level. Interesting. So how do you deal with so it can't hurt anybody. It works more like a spell, but it's actually a minion or a mortal. And whenever you cast a spell, you may trigger the genesis of a nearby river. That's interesting. So that's pretty powerful. The old flavor text says, where the waters do agree, it is quite wonderful, the relief they give. Jane Austen. And that was changed to, as the sun troubles the morning, she stirs my heart. Very nice. Very poetic card. Got company. All right, guys. Next on the Wheel of Dreams, we have 10 to go in this pack. And silly Draco. 1 of 2 for Draco. All right, Draco. Grab the top loader, put that on top. Remove 1 instance off the wheel. We'll do the giveaway in between the 2 packs, I think. Silly Draco, here we go. Right off the top, another spell card. Somehow I forced all the Alice cards to the bottom, which is good. It'll be suspenseful. Those are great. Ooh, beautiful Beast of Burden. Amazing artwork. I don't often hear this one discussed, but this was one of my favorite artworks from Lindsay. Of course, she has the amazing Ancient Dragon. The Snow Leopard is a beautiful artwork. Of course, Occult Ritual is super popular. But this was definitely one of her illustrations that really jumped out to me, Just the color choices in this is incredible, and it's you're gonna appreciate this much more in person because there's very deep reds here, which make it quite different. I don't have any alpha or beta cards nearby, but the color tones in the sample card version of the Beast of Burden is very vivid and cool. So that'll stand out in your collection. A lot of what the guys are doing is going for a master set of these cards. Once they get the sample card, they chase the alpha foil, sometimes an artist proof, and curio if it exists, all the different variants of the card. So let's go to Lindsay's website, or Collector Arthouse website, Lindsay's page. The Beast of Burden. You see how, again, you can tell here pretty well. You see how deep, I know it's a small thumbnail in the corner now, but you had the deep reds, and it became like more of an orangish. And when Eric and Simon did the collector tier painting reveals, Eric, there were some questions about this color contrast, right? And people were pointing out how it's really cool when you see the original paintings. They look quite different from these early sample test print cards. And Eric, thought about that, and he said, like, I'll take a second look at that, and maybe I'll make the card look more like the natural painting. And this is an example that really shines through in that regard, because you had the deep blood red almost. Again, it looks more orangey than it does in person here. You're really going to see this in person when I send this to you, Draco. And you're going to see how different this is. And you could really see Lindsay does oil on canvas medium, right? And it's a much more natural orange. Beautiful artwork, man. I sold a few of Lindsay's paintings. Unfortunately, I did not. This was not one of them, so I've not seen this one in person. But this is incredible artwork. All right, Beast of Burden, 2 to cast. So went from 3 to 2. Bit of a buff there. However, the power level also went from 3 to 2. An ordinary beast bears the wide world, right? So no change there. It used to say this beast may carry an allied minion. That changed to may carry any number of allied minions. All right, so that's pretty awesome. It's a transporter of minions. So this huge monstrous beast can carry multiple minions. Existence and hardship are one and the same. Wow, that's a great flavor text. That was changed to louder, louder. Blast your snorting drums. Life's most weary load is yet to come. So a lot of like poetry in the flavor text we've seen in these changes from sample card to alpha. Sometimes they were cool, like epic sounding simple text, such as this: existence and hardship are one and the same. That's a real nice line. I like that. But there was a lot of change, guys. That's what samples are all about. All right, back to the wheel. Need a drink away. Ted, what's up, man? Just popping in. Ted's basement. All right. User 17. Right off the top. User had, I think he had one in this pack and one in the next pack. So going back to the overhead, another spell card. We only hit one exceptional. We have 2 exceptionals to go, and then the elite unique slot. Spin Attack. A great card. Powerful card in the game. Truett Parrish. Super popular artist. You know what? Someone messaged me. This reminds me. I'm sorry I didn't get back to you, man. Sometimes people message me right before the lives, and then like I got to remember to get back to them. I usually have like a shitload of messages after these lives with people asking to get in on the next break and whatever, wanting to get artist proofs or whatever the case may be. So someone asked about Truett's artist proofs. I did talk to Truett in the last couple of days. He's working on a next batch of artist proofs that he's going to be sending to me. And what we're going to do in this next set is experiment with card pairs. Pairs. In upstate New York, we struggle with words like this. Pairs, right? So 2 cards that have a painting that kind of transcends. No. It carries over. It's like a continuous artwork over 2 cards, right? So we did one recently with Jihad and Crusade, which was amazing. And we're going to experiment with that some more. And those will be auctioned in the community group and on the Collector Arthouse Discord. So those links are in the description. Make sure you check that out and join the forums. All right, so let's look at the history of Spin Attack. So I'm going to go to Truett Parrish page and Ordinary Magic of Radial Violence. All right. Now remember, this one did not change. Type line text. The casting cost is the same. It's still a fire card, and target allied minion deals damage equal to its power to other minions near it. That changed to an ally strikes each enemy at its location. All right. So it's a radial, a radially violent or violently radial attack that just slams multiple dragons. Real cool, great storytelling and action artwork by Young Truth Parrish. Great guy. Great up-and-coming talent, man. He's doing awesome work. He's really excited about Therian Legends. I had him on for an interview. You can find it in the live tab of the Collector Arthouse YouTube. And learn more about Truth Parrish, what inspired him. And in that interview, I remember we talked about all 6 of his pieces from Alpha. All 6 of these. You can get the full history, all the details between the concept of how he came up with those. But this is a Smaple pack break. So we need more Smaples. Kevmo. Kevmo? Kevmo again. Sleeping on the job. When he wakes up, he watches YouTube. What a guy. What a job. Where does Kevmo work, man? We all need to apply to work where Kevmo works. Get paid to do sorcery stuff. What a guy. All right, right off the top, Kevmo. Here we go. Ooh, and then we get the Atlas card next. Tough Turtles. Tough Turtles, it seems inevitable I get the Tough Turtles every week, and people say, like, Iron Skin. There's no Iron Skin. So this is, like, really cool, because you have the Iron Skin mechanic. That's, like, one of those kind of changed throwbacks people are always very excited about. So the Tough Turtles, I remember, actually, we did not pull it last week. Something else had Iron Skin, and someone was like, didn't the Tough Turtles have Iron Skin? And yes, indeed it does. So let's take a look. Matt Thames. Tough Turtles. Ordinary beasts of enduring strength. So the enduring strength is the tie to the Iron Skin. All right, so 3 to cast, 2 power level. It is now called Tufted Turtles. So there's a slight name change there. Tuft to Tufted. The type line text said ordinary beast of enduring strength. That changed to ordinary beast with plated pelt. I like that. Again, a lot of alliteration was used in the type line text changes. Plated pelt. All right, Iron Skin. And now it says the first time Tufted Turtles would take damage each turn, prevent that damage. So I believe that's essentially what the Iron Skin effect would do. It was kind of like an initial damage prevention. And it says, it's the turtle's shell, ugly and hard, that protects its life. Oh, its lifelong journey on Earth. African proverb. And now it just says, a turtle is never without a castle or a coffin. All right. Nice one, Kevmo. Not a ranger. I work in IT. IT, man. Our IT guys. Sleeping and watching videos about children's card games. What a life. Kevmo life. Beautiful. 7 to go. We are information technology technician specialists. Kevmo's buddy. They work together. All right. Easy B. 137. Easy B is in my Patreon. Thank you for the support. Easy B. If you guys want to check out the Patreon, I'd love to have you there. Do a lot of special artist projects, embellished prints, booster box offers. We had a big beta sale for supporting patrons. Expect to do the same for our Therian Legends. Looking forward to that. So if you want to support me and the channel and get other perks, if you're into art, if you're into sorcery, consider it. Easy B gets the first Atlas card. Always huge. Autumn River. Beautiful Autumn River by Matt Thames. We talked about it at length on this channel. There were other rivers done by Marta Molina. At least 3, maybe 4, as I recall. And then there were the 3 rivers from Matt Thames. Gorgeous artwork. Look at that beautiful autumn scene. So this is a very, very nice looking card. It's obviously extraordinarily meta relevant as a basic water land that is heavily played. And you have an ordinary site of refreshing water. Genesis, look at the top card of your spell book. You may put it at the bottom. All right, so let me see. The Matt Thames card. Let's see if there's any nuances. Oh, I'm already on Matt Thames because we just hit the Tufted Turtles, of course. All right, so let's go to... Man, it's a beautiful looking sample card. So the colors on the samples are really, really nice. All right, so here's the Autumn River. Again, probably more true to the painting. And it's an ordinary site of refreshment. So it's changed from refreshment to refreshment from refreshing water. Look at the next spell. You may put it on the bottom of your spell book. All right, so that didn't really change. But it's a really great... The Alice cards are very rare as sample cards. So that's a nice hit for Easy B. Basic site samples are awesome. Yes. It is refreshing Smaple, indeed, says Richard. Yeah. Right off the Smaple by the river. 6 left. Let's make sure we're still on track. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 names on the wheel. And here we go. All right. I got to get one of those gamer chairs one of these days. I told you, this chair's from like 1985. Built to last, though, at least, right? Andy sketch cards. Andy M. First of 2. All right. Andy is in today's event, has 2, and then he has 2 in sample break 14. So we got to talk, see if you want me to hold these and ship all at once. We probably already talked about that. I probably have it in my notebook of dreams. Keep it up, baby. Mike Servati. All right, Andy. Let's go. Let's go, he says. Right off the top. Dead of Night Demon. So the Dead of Night Demon, this painting was recently sold to TG and featured on Sophie's channel, Cardboard Guide. You guys can go check that out if you want to see the original. The Dead of Night Demon. Oh, no. It was not the Dead of Night Demon. It was the Summoning Sphere. So the Summoning Sphere was included in the collector tier pledge. I think Eric owns a lot of other pieces by Mikhail. I know one of Mikhail's towers was also offered in the collector tier. And by the way, if someone is watching and listening and you own that tower, you need to contact this guy. This guy. I would love to own one of Mikhail's towers. They're awesome. And Mikhail is, just one of my favorite artists. Amazingly talented, does incredible artist proofs, and incredible stylistic diversity within the game, too. We talked earlier about the Cloud Spirit, the beautiful landscape work that he does, and look how different this is. It merges both the landscape and these creepy monsters. Both here and in the Summoning Sphere, just pouring out of the Summoning Sphere. So it's really cool. An Ordinary Demon stalks the witching hours. Super flavorful card. Let's take a look now at the website and go to Mikhail's page and admire some of his incredible artwork. Mikhail Nagypal. All right. The Dead of Night Demon. An Ordinary Demon stalks the witching hour. All right, so no change there. It is 2 to cast, 2 power, so it's 3 power. Nerfed a bit, went to 2 power. It is stealth, and we have a flavor text change. So on the sample card, it says, wretched for the Wield's black maw, to quake the heart with fear and awe. Now it says, tiptoe cross the Weld's black maw, where horned fiends creep wear tooth and claw. Interesting. So it's not credited to anybody. You wonder maybe if Nick Reynolds made that up and just like altered. Maybe he's a poet. I don't know. Maybe Simon can tell us if he's still around. But I know from what I've heard, Nick is a pretty brilliant guy and very well read and has quite an imagination. Came up with the grid concept for this game and has had a lot to do, from what I understand, with the typeline text and the flavor text. So I assume if there's no credit attribute, because some of them do have it on his flavor text, that it's likely a Nick or Eric creation, handling the art aspects of the project. All right, guys, 5 left to go. Right on schedule, an hour and 14 minutes in. Jimmy Conway. Number 18. Jimmy C. All right, Jimmy. Let's go back to the overhead. You missed most of it, Pascos. Let me see, Pascos. Yeah, you missed your 2 polls. We'll do a recap pretty soon. Pretty soon I'll be done with pack 1. Then we got a whole nother pack to do. All right. Jimmy C here now. Extinguish. Oh man, this is a great one. All right, so this is very cool on several levels. For one, it ended up being a curio card that we recently discovered, right? And we saw the original artwork. It was a much darker artwork. I'll go dig it up and show you guys in a moment. And then it showed, like, this is the evolution. It was really nicely enhanced. I really love how this changed for the alpha version and for the sample card, right? So this is a very early change. You can see even back in the days when they printed these sample test print cards, you already had this art change. But they had the old files, and Eric decided to make a curio of it, right? So Extinguish, 0 to cast. Let's go to the website now and take a look at the alpha version, compare the change, and then I'll touch on the curio change. So if we go to collectorarthouse.com, Sorcery Cards, Brian Smith, super popular artist, amazing style, very dark, very violent. All right, so Extinguish. It cost nothing to cast, only one threshold before. It went to 3 and 2 threshold, so very, very big change. Ordinary quick magic of flickering failure, right? So the flickering failure is consistent. Well, we'll see. The guttering failure. I'll get to that when we get to the curio. That typeline text is important. So remember, ordinary quick magic of flickering failure changed to ordinary magic of guttering failure. So counter, this is what it used to say in the sample card. Counter target fire spell or destroy a fire, okay. Wind it back. Counter target fire spell or destroy a fire target near your spellcaster. Now, banish all fire minions and fire auras occupying target site up to 2 steps away. All right, guys. So beautiful artwork. Looks awesome as a sample card. And again, you can see there the reds on here. It's very red, and it changed to orange, right? So when you look at the new alpha version, it looks a lot more like a natural painting and not like a digitally altered or enhanced type reproduction of that original artwork, which is great. I love that the final cards were more true to the traditional art because that's such a significant aspect of this project overall, right? So it's a real treat where you get to see the original cards and really envision in your mind what the original painting and artwork looks like. So for the Extinguish, let's go back to collectorarthouse.com. You go over to Collector's Corner and go to Curio Cards page, right? So this is the cover splash page of Curio Cards. You have some history. They were introduced when the Kickstarter hit $1 million. They unlocked this awesome concept of the curios. And then I wrote some very detailed deep dive articles about the 9-piece curio, about a lot of the alpha curios. And then earlier, even preceding that, before curios actually manifest themselves in alpha, I did a lot of like research and speculation, these speculative theories of what the curios could be. And it's really cool because a lot of those came to be true and manifested themselves both in alpha and in beta. So it's an interesting article to reflect on and go back and read. So you got the hyperlinks here. Let's take a look here at the beta curios. And here you have it, the Extinguish as a beta curio. So when you're on the main page here, guys, you see all the different curios. You just click on the image, Extinguish, right, of the card, and then you have the description of all the change. But going back again and comparing to the sample card, again, just like we talked about with the Far East Assassin, the typeline text on the sample card mirrors and matches the curio card in this instance. So Extinguish, you have the old artwork, and you just have this like figure coming out of very little flame detail and more like, so it's really like underemphasized, right? And it didn't fit as well for the card. Typically with a TCG and a card illustration, you want a very pronounced large focal point for the card, so it's very identifiable, especially for a game like this when you're on the grid and you want to know exactly what that card does. So that was greatly enhanced and altered. It was actually the same original painting, and then what Brian often does is he revisits his work and he paints over top of it and kind of adjusts it and alters it. So that's what he did here. Really enhanced it, really beautiful, and you got this flickering failure. So you get a throwback in the curio to the old typeline text, ordinary magic of flickering failure. Also, let me go back to the card here, right? So you have the words flickering failure on the sample card, but you also had this quick mechanic. So this used to be a card that was 0 to cast, and you were able to play it on your opponent's turn via the quick effect. So this is a great, Very significant card. Jimmy C, that's a great hit. Even though it's an ordinary, this is a card of tremendous significance, tremendous change, and it matches a curio. So that is one of the bigger hits from the ordinary slot. And I won't read all this, but here you can see all the detail and then a link to, what is this link? I got a hyperlink to the Facebook group, so now it's got me curious if I botched this or what this is. Let's see where this takes us, guys. Okay, so I'm probably just saying go to the Facebook group, join the community. Join the Facebook group to get more information and constant breaking news and historical insights about sorcery. Yeah, that's basically what the community group's all about. We're all contributing to sorcery's history and talking about the game constantly and enjoying the rich history of sorcery and the present excitement day to day. All the new developments, all the new stuff going on. All right, back to the overhead. 4 left in this pack. Philosopher of Sorcery. Sometimes I look back and think, ... Still waiting. Center point. Yeah, was someone asking about the giveaway? Yeah, we'll do that in between. So after this pack, I'll do that. Center point, man. You're about to score a big hit here because we have the second Atlas of the pack. All Atlas cards are very rare, so this is a big deal. Oh, the beautiful Humble Village. An ordinary site of fertile earth. Summon a 1-power foot soldier token here. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful artwork. Andrea Modesti. The first artist ever commissioned for Sorcery Contested Realm. Andrea. What a legend. Another Italian among us, Mr. Andrea Modesti. Love it. Yep. It's one of those I would love to own. Someone sees, like, some of these guys are pissing away these sample cards for like $100 because they're ordinary rarity. If you guys see this one out in the wild, please let me know. It's one I'd absolutely love to own. So let's go to Andrea's site and the Humble Village, an ordinary site of abundance. So you used to say an ordinary site of fertile earth. I like that. Abundance. That's a nice change. Genesis, summon a 1-power foot soldier token here. And Genesis, you may pay 1 to summon a foot soldier token here. All right. So great one center point. You only had the 1 today across the 2 packs. Really awesome. So 2 basics in 1 pack. Yep. 2 basic lands. Always great to see. All right, back to the wheel of names. And 3 to go, guys. 1, 2, 3. Right off the top. We have Andy. Andy with his second. Andy M sketch cards. All right, coming off the wheel. Here we go. So we got 3 spell cards left to go. Right off the top. Hunting Party. All right. So this one, let me go to my website here again. Take a look at Andrea's page. And so we hit 2 Andrea Modestis in a row. So the Hunting Party, I'm trying to remember, did this one actually make it into Alpha? This card did not make it into Alpha, guys. Let me show you here. So this one, I knew this was board. This is incredible. So this is an amazing hit. First of all, it's an exceptional, so it's extremely rare. Secondly, look at this. This is Andrea's page. This artwork does not appear in Alpha. So that is a home run. That's what the guys are looking for in these breaks. Now let's go to, let me show you something here. Sorcery Art Gallery Alpha. I should change that. I got to change the title of that. So the splash page is Alpha. I talk about this every time. I should make that a subpage. But in the subpages here, you have the Arthurian Legends paintings that have been revealed so far. But then you have the Sorcery Art Gallery unconfirmed, right? So these were commissioned for sorcery, but they have not yet been used in the game. So here you have Andrea's. So Andrea overlaid this copyright, you know, Andrea Modesti. Eric Olofsson is the game creator and art director for the game. So there you have the beautiful Hunting Party. I presume this is, I mean, this looks highly probable for Arthurian Legends, right, guys? It'd be right on theme. It's a beautiful artwork. I love the sun beaming through. You know, he does a great job with the fields, with the uniforms of the soldiers, the animals. You know, it looks like the Scent Hounds from the Scent Hound artwork that he did. So there's like some very awesome crossover. Let me show you. It's worth a short divergence here. I want to show you Andrea Modesti's wonderful old school blog page, right? So if you type in the Google machine, here you go. Andrea Modesti art and illustration. He's got this awesome website. It's like super old school, like an old school blog, right? And you see all his wonderful artwork. You know, he's one of my favorite artists for sure. So he's got some links very generously. He gave me like several shout outs on this page. So I actually bought this Candlemas Monks painting from him. And then he's linking probably to some like YouTubes. It's been a while since I checked this out. It's absolutely not to be missed, and with very special moments and artists with their artworks. Oh, okay. So I think this was, an interview that we had done. He was linking to like a YouTube when I had a lot of the artists on the channel here. And here you go. He's got his artist proofs. He hasn't really done anything with these just yet. He's just kind of showing them off, saying, look at this awesome artwork. This is a video presentation. I actually own this Humble Village artwork. So I own like several Modestis, guys. Here you have the Candlemas Monks. I love that one. Really cool old school website. Just wanted to show you that really quick. You can check it out in your own time. Can't be messing around like this. The Hunting Party, freaking home run, man. Andy, what a guy. I'm really distracted with friends. Did I pull this? Yes, you did, Andy. You just pulled a grand slam. You should tell your friends to get the hell out of the house. Say, get out of here. What kind of friend makes you miss a hunting party pull? Is that really a friend at all? Come on. Let's get down to brass tacks here. 2 left. Let's go. Back on track. That's the biggest hit of the pack as far as I'm concerned so far. We actually have not hit the Elite or Unique yet. So maybe Silly Draco is the guy that's going to score here. However, Hunting Party, man, that is epic. You get a card that's not in the set, and people start drooling all over themselves. Let's see that Philo, says Silly. Silly. What a name. Yeah, we still have not hit the Philo. I almost forget about the Philo when I do this. Or the Predestination. Oh, wow. Telekinesis. Man, I don't recall ever pulling this card. I'm telling you guys, I auctioned hundreds of sample cards. And I don't recall ever seeing this particular card in my hands on this channel. So let's go to the website and take a look at the Jeff Easley page. Man, Jeff Easley, stud artist. Doing it for years. Super famous from D&D, Magic, Sorcery. He's done it all. Look at the telekinesis. I never hear this card discussed. This artwork is ridiculous. So good. 1 to cast. Exceptional magic to redefine property rights. That's the old sample card type line text. It changed to exceptional magic of psychic swiping. That's pretty sweet. You got the alliteration again. Psychic swiping. All right, move target relic or target 1 power minion to a nearby site. Now it says caster snatches and picks up target nearby artifact they can carry. All right, so very significant change there. The flavor text says, if it's in my hand, it's mine. Toddler's first rule. Now it says, yeah, so that did not change. Same flavor text. Really cool. You hit an exceptional rarity, so that's very, very rare. And it's an Easley, super popular artist. So that is a very, very nice hit for you. Congratulations to Silly Draco. All right, guys. Last card magic. Rhizomemics. Spinning away. Can we confirm it? Is it Rhizo? Risso? It is Risso. Rhizomemics. Rhizomemics. Off the wheel. That wheel is dead. 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 That's how Colonel Frank Slade says dead. Dead. All right. Last card in the pack. I don't think we hit an Elite or Unique, did we? Let me see. Let's reflect. I don't think we did. That's epic when it's the last one. You know, let me forewarn and precaution that there have been packs that did not have an Elite or Unique. So it's quite possible this could be just an ordinary or exceptional. I think in the few outlier packs, there's been like 2 or 3 that did not have that card rarity in the packs. There was an extra ordinary card. In fact, there was one from Red Zone Rogue where he only had 14 cards in the pack and not 15 that he opened on his channel. But we don't have that problem here. We have all 15 cards. It's just a matter of what is the rarity of this card. Will this be an Elite or Unique? Let's see. Oh my God. Absolute epic home run. Time stop. Elite. Severin Pinot. One of the greatest artists in Sorcery. Hugely popular. What a freaking grand slam pull. Unbelievable by Severin. An Elite aura to trap you in the moment. Oh my God. If I could, oh my, this is unbelievable. I am at a loss for words. Incredible, incredible pull. The great Severin. Everything she does is magic. Unbelievable. Not only is it a card that is not in alpha, it is an elite, it is a Severin, it is a massive, massive work of art, absolutely gorgeous artwork, probably the best pull I've ever had on the channel for sample cards. I mean, I did pull an alpha Philo. It's got to be the best sample card I've ever pulled. I mean, the mix last week was massive. The Far East Assassin. This card is a several $1,000 card. I can guarantee it. How do I know? Because there were massive offers that were coming in for the mix card last week. And this card, the grails of Sorcery and sample packs are the ones that are not in alpha. This is top of the line artist, a Severin, a gorgeous artwork, the time stop. It has the gears, the nature, all the beautiful common elements that you come to expect from a Severin artwork. Oh my God, absolute grand slam card. So for this one, I have no basis of comparison. I need to go to the website and I need to show you guys the cards that are unconfirmed. So we knew of this artwork from Severin's portfolio. I've been carrying this for a long time and documenting this for a long time. Here it is, the beautiful time stop in all its beautiful glory. Severin Pinot, stunning, stunning artwork. Unbelievable. Rissomemics, unbelievable, man. I want that one. I want that one, dude. Oh, man. He's not going to give it to me. I got to ship this off. It's going to be a sad day. Sad day for this guy. Absolutely incredible. You just made your money back many times over on that, like, stupidly lucky grand slam of a card. I did not even know this existed as a sample card. To my knowledge, it's the only one that has ever been discovered. And it just happened. In Collector Arthouse, pack break number 12. The Elite. The last card we pulled in the pack. The Time Stop by Severin Pinot. Great, great, amazing artist. I can't stop talking about it. I can't stop thinking about it. I don't even want to open the next pack. How could we top this? How could we even top it? Absolutely stunning. Wow. Can you believe it, guys? Man, I wish I owned that original painting. I wish I owned it. I just kind of want to stop the stream. I don't even want to see another sample card. Unbelievable. 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 Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous, this guy. The time stop. He pulls the time stop. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. You can see why I don't even want to open my own packs. I can't do it. That was not my pack. I just bought that pack. I paid thousands of dollars for that pack. Ridiculous. And you just got a full refund and more on this card right here. That is the price of the entire pack and beyond. Absolutely amazing. I must own all the Severin stuff. Andrea and Severin. I gotta own it all. And a few other artists too, which is why I'm a complete out of control addict with Sorcery. Look at this freaking card. Just look at it. People are going to be strolling across the Facebook community group, finding the live stream, and just saying, this guy's been holding this card for 10 minutes. We're an hour and a half into the stream, and friggin' an hour and 15 minutes of it was Time Stop by Severin. You guys broke me. Time stopped when I pulled this card. What happened? Time stopped, right? It works, guys. It's an elite aura to trap you in the moment. What happened? I had to walk off stage. I was trapped. Trapped in the moment. I cannot move on. We do have to do a breakaway. What a freaking hit. An elite aura to trap you in a moment. Conjure at the intersection of two or four locations. Time is frozen at affected locations except for avatars. Everything becomes immovable and effects are stuck waiting to happen until the stop goes away. What in the world is going on here? I'm gonna send Severin a message here and tell her what just happened. I don't know if she's watching right now. Let's see. Oh my god. I'm gonna send her a message right now. Right now, guys. Everybody's gonna have to wait. Where's Severin? She was active 8 minutes ago. Perfect. Severin. Guess what? Absolutely incredible. Oh, wait. You interrupted me there, man. I just pulled your Time Stop artwork from a sample pack. There are probably only a few in the world ever printed. It is stunningly beautiful. All right, guys. Severin knows now. I had to tell her. Time Stop, man. Take a look. Take a look. Take it all in, guys. What the heck is going on here? All right, she saw the message. She's probably translating it or something. I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on. God, I can't believe we got to open a whole nother pack now here. How can we even move on? All right, so we're doing a giveaway. It's giveaway time. Richard, I need that card, my friend. Gotta have that one. We got to trade or something. I'll send you an uncut sheet or something. Or 5 of them. I don't know. All right, guys. All right, guys. Take a look here. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? The old Salt Anchor, man. The beautiful art of Sorcery Contested Realm. Super glare everywhere. Did my seat get higher? I think I just grew like 6 inches. I'm 6 inches taller. I'm 6'6" at least. Look at this. Someone's going to win this card right now. Does it matter? You missed on the Time Stop. I don't even know if it matters. All right. The wheel. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. One of the participants of today's breaks is going to win this card right now. Right now. Here we go. Unfreaking believable. Time Stop. Spiel? Spiller? Spielo? Spiel? Spieler? Spiel Rahu. Spiel Rahu. So Spiel Rahu, you just won this amazing artist proof by Mr. Vincent Pompetti. Congratulations, my friend. Spiel Rahu. All right. What is going on here? I gotta get focused. I gotta get recomposed. I guess we should recap the pack. Did I recap the pack already? Unbelievable. The unbelievable Time Stop. The last card in the pack. The Telekinesis. The hunting party. Hunting party, not an alpha, guys. Not an alpha at all. Humble Village. I'll be right back. Children's card game, as they say. A children's card game. Huge pack. Everybody waited for Germany. You held out. You wanted to go to Germany. But right here in Las Americas, we pulled the time stop. Who knew it even existed? Who even knew? I'm never going to be able to buy a sample pack again. You crazy ass predators are going to want to go buy every sample pack and we'll never have a break again. All right, so we have original sketches from Elvira. And here you have it, guys. The original painting for Humble Village. Humble Village, guys. There you go. Children's card game for the ages. Beautiful. Look at that Humble Village. Amazing. Beautiful, right? Card mirrors reality. This is why you don't frame things. If that was framed, we couldn't have just done that. But it's not framed. By design. By design. Never frame things. What a freaking pull. What a pull. God. All right. All right, guys. What a pull. Time stop, other stuff. Hunting party, extinguished, dead and night demons. Am I even on camera here? Autumn, tufted, spin, beast, fenvel, swamp, cloud, midland, tring. Unbelievable. There she is. There she is. I just bought one from her, the Philo Stone. It's on my IG page. I'll be doing a video about it soon. Yep. The amazing work of the hero we don't deserve, Severin Pinot. Yep. Grand slam. Hit it right out of the park. Yep. What can you say? Yeah. Sam Murphy. Yeah. I'm so distracted. I think that was the one that had, let me see, was that the one that had some surface marks? Let me see here. Yeah. It has some surface scratches on here. But who cares? You know, it might be, as far as we know, it's the only one that exists in the world. It's not minty. It has some surface issues on the back, like some scratches. Probably because whoever printed that at the factory probably just started spasming uncontrollably. What else could you do? What else could you do? Yeah, guys, like and subscribe to the channel. If you want to support me on Patreon, I do have a Patreon. There's like 100 people in there or something. Paid members. They did this free thing where they confused everybody. So people are signing up for free too. The free, I mean, you could join for free and you'll get some notifications on some things when I do announcements on stuff that I want to be more broadly public. But, you know, the paid tiers have much more benefits that the free tiers do not have. So I'd love it if you guys would like to support and join. Supporting through Patreon is tremendously helpful. It might motivate me to upgrade my StreamYard subscription to 1080p. Right now we're operating at 720 because I'm boycotting freaking StreamYard. But yeah, Patreon, man. It's helpful. And then I do early bird stuff, offers. There's some exclusive offers on things, or at least priority offers. And sometimes things sell out very quickly in Patreon with all the hardcore collectors. And you know, when I do booster packs, I partnered with 2 stores to offer beta. This is surgical what I'm doing here right now. I partnered with 2 stores, and we stuck our necks way out, right? We didn't know what the demand would be like for beta, but we said, you know what? We believe in this game. We've believed in this game from the very start. I top pledged Kickstarter. I'm not gonna stop believing now. So we bought 500 boxes of beta. We basically just said, like, to the distributor, give us hundreds of boxes, as many as we can get. And we got almost 500 boxes across these 2 stores. And we sold them all the patrons. And the Patreon supporters will get priority again for Arthurian Legends. And I'm gonna try to get as much as I possibly can. And it's great because like no one like went nuts and bought them all. It was like, again, it's like 100 people, right? So 100 people and 500 boxes. It's pretty widespread. You know, a lot of people got a chance. Spread product all over the world. I have international patrons, very great, nice, generous people that support me from all over the world, and it's a great way to give back. That's just one of many ways. Opening these packs is not the best. It's hard to do, guys. So, you know, you'll have access to booster boxes, to original art. Sometimes I tell stories there, write up little articles or posts about the history of some of the artwork and things. It's a unique thing, just like Sorcery is. It's a great way to support. I appreciate you guys that have been around supporting since I set that thing up in, like, I don't know, like late 2022 or something like that. It's been a long ride. The mini hatchet. All right, guys. All right, guys. So we're still here in America. Viva la America. You got the sticker and the sticker. Freaking pulled a timestamp. Time stop. Severn read it. Just blew her mind. She just slammed her keyboard, threw her monitor off the desk, walked away, didn't respond. Like an absolute legend. So sometimes, you know, I'll message her and then she'll respond the next day. You know. The artists are busy. They got a lot going on. We're all very busy people. All right, guys. We're an hour and 47 in. We're just starting the next pack, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get into the history in quite as much detail. The wife is probably likely gonna hurt me in some way, for sure. All right, so we have an Atlas. It looks like that possibly could be the hit slot for the elite or unique. So we could potentially in this pack have a massive Atlas pull. In the last pack, we had 2 basic lands, so to speak, Atlas sites, which are amazing. So it was a great pack. It was a home run pack. You guys did very well there. Great for the channel to hit a good card. I'll probably have to make a video short of that. When I hit a big card, I try to loosely keep some level of composure, knowing that I could parse that out. What I do, there's probably a better way to do it, but what I do is do a screen record. I pull up YouTube. I do a screen record, and then I do like some clipping and cropping and whatnot, and then I just slap it up there on my YouTube channel as a video short. Or, you know, guys, I have an Instagram account too. What happened was I created a Collector Arthouse Instagram, and then you know, Zuckerberg, being the absolute savage that he is, he like got my account all hosed up. It got locked up for like no reason whatsoever. And it was like completely unrecoverable. It was like a death dual loop of nonsense where I would reset the password and then it would prompt me to do some bullshit, like go to my email and then like do something and then go back and then just like repeat endlessly. So I could never recover that account. I had to create a new Instagram, and it's called Collector Arthouse Media. Collector Arthouse Media. You know, there's only a couple hundred people on there because like I started that later I was never like a huge Instagram guy. So we have 2 Atlas cards, guys. Check it out. And I do have that though, and I post. It's all sorcery, 100% sorcery dedicated. I have an Instagram in my own name, Mike Servati. That's more of a personal account. I don't manage that closely. But Collector Arthouse Media is dedicated to sorcery, and I post a lot of like artist proof videos and features and just stuff about sorcery in general. On the YouTube channel here, please like and subscribe. Follow the channel. You'll see a lot of video shorts with the artist proofs, featuring those to some music, put a little mood to the art. And on the channel, I haven't done recorded video in quite a while because I'm having a lot of fun with the lives. I love just like the improv nature of lives and just winging it. Kind of like a wing it kind of guy, where I just like to, improv, speak from the heart, go from memory as things pop up, try to recall like what has transpired over the past 2+ years in sorcery. And it's just a lot of fun. It doesn't feel as kind of like contrived or forced or whatever as recorded content. Plus, I have very little time. I got 3 little kids, and I got a lot of like initiatives going on with sorcery and working with a lot of the artists to sell their artist proofs and their paintings and do embellished print projects and all kinds of like cool, fun stuff that is an absolute pleasure and a joy to be a part of and to do. I'm also an avid collector. I just showed you a few paintings that I own, or I guess I showed you one and some sketches, but I love collecting paintings in sorcery. The original artwork, it's nothing like it. It's like my top collecting category would be original paintings, and then I love like artist proofs, and then I got into the curios. I ended up acquiring several curios from alpha, a few from beta, and then regular cards. So something for everyone. I did play the game. I love the game. It's a great, fun game. It's very hard to play a game when you have 3 little kids. The time commitment and syncing up with people. I don't see friends a lot in the flesh and blood, as they say. I just see people. I talk to people on the internet. It's convenient. It's more time efficient. I got a wife and kids, right? I got a lot going on, a lot of obligations. Did you try turning your PC on and off? Oh, you talking to somebody else? I'm missing conversation here. Is my audio and video good? Hopefully that's good. We're almost at 2 hours and we're just starting the pack. So thank you guys who have been here this whole time. All right, we're gonna get serious now. We're gonna get refocused. That time stop really derailed me. Things got wild there. Sometimes you're stopped in a moment in time, stopped in your tracks. But enough nonsense. Let's shuffle. We got 15 people here. Let me make sure. Yeah, all right. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So I botched something. 1, 2, 3. Wait a second here. What is going on here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 from the last pack. I think I have 16 here somehow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I have 16. There's only 15 in the pack. So what in the world has happened here? All right, so Mill to Med. Do you have 2 in here, Mill? Yeah, you got 2. I got to go to the notebook. Somehow, all right. So we're in sample pack 13. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, so we're not oversold. And we have 15 on the board here. So Mill to Med should be in here for 2. Kevmo is here for 1. Pacatus has 1. Cosmic Seeds is in on this one. Sample pack 13, we got Bitter Cardboard for 1. Yep. Arkonig has 3. 1, 2, 3. Probably what happened is the label maker went buck wild. User 17. A Spittler for 2. All right. Spiel Rahu has 2. So he was in the... Was he in on the last one? Oh, he won the giveaway. That's where we saw Spiel Rahu. And who else here? Jimmy C018 is also in this one, and he was in the last one. All right. So Jimmy C, Spiel Rahu, Spidler, User, Koenig, Bitter Cardboard, Cosmic, Pacatus, Kevmo, and Mil2Med. I don't know, man. Something's wacky. If I mess it up, guys, we'll figure it out some other time. Got a self-same top loader. That's clever, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We got 15 cards. We got 15 people on the wheel. Somehow we have 16 top loaders. So I guess by the time we're all done with this, we'll find out which one was self-samed. And if I messed it up, we'll figure something out. I'll refund you or add you to the next one. What's the worst that could happen? We got 15 on the wheel. We got 15 cards in the pack. Should be fine. Unless you were the guy that should have pulled the time stop and you were not. That would be devastating. Truly devastating. Jimmy C. You know? Jimmy C18. Off the wheel. Let's get right into it. Man, how could we top that pack? Is it possible? I thought that Philo Stone and Predestination were the top 2. Ironically, they're both Severin, right? And then we hit a Severin time stop, which we didn't even know that existed. It's absolutely surreal. So let's see what could happen. You never know what could happen. Cauldron Crones. Great one by Drew Tucker. Ordinary Mortals. All right, let's see. So Cauldron Crones. All right, let's go to Drew's page. I'll try to be a little more efficient with this one. Less tangents. All right. It was 2 to cast. It's now 3 to cast. 1 power level. Ordinary Mortals Brewing with Ill Intent. We've pulled this one before. I remember it because I remember the shadow figures, the flame figures in the back. So subtle, you know, like a Drew Tucker artwork often is. There's a lot going on in that. So it's a spellcaster. Now they got rid of the flavor text, and it says a Genesis effect. In addition to spellcaster, it says you may sacrifice another minion here to draw a spell. So that card became pretty powerful with the card draw mechanic. There's not a lot of that in alpha and beta. So that's a nice hit right off the bat. Can never go wrong with the Drew Tucker. Back to the wheel. All right. 14 names. I'll send you an extraordinary sample mic to cover it. Thank you, man. Well, we'll see if it's needed. I don't know what happened, honestly. I think I just maybe printed an extra label for the top loader. So we might be okay, actually. So we have Mil2Med. I had 15 names in my notebook. I think I just might have printed an extra label and made an extra top loader is probably what happened. All right, Mil2Med. Generous offer, though. I appreciate that. All right. Highland Klansman. So we pulled 2 of these last week. The Klansman, a great artwork. You know, when you have so many figures and characters in a painting like that, really makes it quite valuable and very interesting, too. I love how they're charging in a V formation almost, or like this guy's leading the charge, obviously. And Truitt has done some awesome artist proofs of that card. And as I say, he's working on more of those. So I know Mil2Med, you're also an artist proof guy, so you'll have some opportunities. I forget if you actually got one of those yet from Truitt, but he's working on more, and that's something fun and exciting to look forward to. And we'll try to do the 2-card. He's working on the 2-card concepts. So there'll be some fun ones. Wow, Mil2Med again. 2 for 2, back to back. Yeah, it's always exciting when these artist proofs come through. Marta just tried to send me like 6 or 7 proofs. And unfortunately, the address was kind of butchered. The street name was fine. The zip code was fine. And there was like 1 letter misspelled in the city that I live in, the town, basically. But the city address. So they freaking sent the whole package back to her. So now we're going to lose like weeks of time. I think the package itself should be fine. But, you know, it's unfortunate because I was going to auction those this week and offer those for Marta. And now it's probably going to be like another, who knows, 2 to 4 weeks probably by the time those get shipped back. All right, Mil2Med, back to back. Ooh, Kite Archer. Really awesome artwork. The Kite Archer, if I'm not mistaken, I think Simon really liked this one early on, right? It's one of his favorites. This is one of my favorites from Vincent. Real stoic character there with the archer sitting on the precipice. It says an exceptional mortal hits and runs. Range +2. At the end of your turn, you may move this archer 1 step to an adjacent site. Yeah, I remember in a Discord early on, this was a pretty popular card. A lot of people were super into the kite archer. I think I still have more of those proofs from Vincent as well. My phone's going nuts. Let me just make sure. All right. No text messages from the wife. We're in good shape here, guys. Live to see another day. Kite archer. Let's check it out. All right. So an exceptional mortal hits and runs. That's the same. It's now ranged. It used to have range +2. All right. Immediately after performing a ranged strike, Kite archer may take a step. Okay, so it has that additional movement effect, and it still has that from the sample card. So beautiful artwork from Vincent. The casting cost changed from 2 to 3, as you can see there, and the power level increased from 1 to 2. So there's our first exceptional, right? So we hit an exceptional early on. It's a very rare sample card. So well done, Mil2Med. And back to the wheel. 12 left. Wow, what a couple of weeks. We hit the mix last week, the Far East Assassin, and then the time stop this week. Cosmic Seeds. What's up, man? Cosmic Seeds has been super active in the Collector Arthouse Discord recently, having fun every day, mixing it up. All right, Cosmic. Good luck, man. I think you said recently, too, that you owned no sorcery stuff yet. You got into sorcery late, right? So he's just like, I think he's like into the project, increasingly so, more and more. And he's at the very infancy of his collecting experience. So you are in for a hell of a ride, my friend. And good luck to you here. Your first spellbook sample card. Awesome, unique, historic collectible. Mariner's Curse. Wow, another exceptional. So we had 2 exceptionals in a row. I know I have several sample or artist proof cards of this left. So is this not like a highly meta relevant card? Man, this is a beautiful card. You can tell just by looking at it. This is an oil on canvas because you could kind of see the canvas material even shines through the painting. That's something unique you're going to find in sorcery because it's no digital art. It's all hand painted traditional. And it's really awesome because Elvira Palikowska does a lot of sketch work traditionally, or line work in pencil or ink. And that's what all her artist proofs are. She likes working in watercolor for her paintings for sorcery, which is not practical for an artist proof card. So she was not able to paint her artist proof cards. That's why she's doing the ink sketches. But with her line work and like architectural stylistic background, it works very well for her artist proof cards. They look really awesome. So the Mariner's Curse, let's take a look and see how this one has evolved. Sorcery cards for Elvira Palikowska. All right, the Mariner's Curse. It's 3 and 2 threshold now in Alpha. It was 3 and 1 before. An exceptional aura of unforgiving seas. Now it says an exceptional aura of wrongs and not forgiven. Oh, of wrongs not forgiven. So what it used to do is conjure on 2 or 4 sites, of which at least 1 is a water site. Minions in affected sites are forcibly submerged and can't surface if those sites are water sites. Now in Alpha, whenever a minion enters an affected water site, submerge it and return Mariner's Curse to its owner's hand. So it's a bit of a nuisance. Pops it right back up into your hand. But that's a beautiful artwork. Man, that's really nice. And I guess it's probably not one of the most highly meta-relevant cards, so that's probably why people have not been going for the artist proofs. But I'm super tempted to go on a tangent here. Trying to keep it quick. Let me see here. All right. We could do this without losing too much time. So these are the artist proofs from Elvira Palikowska. I have quite a few of these left. These are fixed price offers, so they're not auctioned. So if you guys are interested, I have like a shop page on the website here. And I'll just show you the Mariner's Curse artist proofs that I currently have. So there's 4 of them left. Actually, so some of these were purchased, I guess, because she has done several sets at this point. And these are the 4. Check out, this is the ink detail that I was talking about. So there's the number 3 of 25. showing the woman on the front of the boat. Hey, there's a zoom in of her, 5 of 25. Mean mugging a little bit there. But I love like the ink dot detail. It's really cool. Looks great. Here's one of the ship, kind of rocking in the ocean there. 8 of 25 and the 9 of 25 here. This is kind of cool. Has almost like a Lovecraftian effect here with the octopus tentacles kind of dragging down the boat, I guess. Interesting. All right, so several of those left from Elvira. The Mariner's Curse. Interesting pull. I can't recall if I've pulled one of those before. She has a nice portfolio of work here. Look at this. Really nice artist. Cool. All right. So we got 11 left. All right, our first atlas on top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, so second to last, we're going to have another atlas. But we got one coming up right here. Let's see what we get. No drip on the Smaple. R. Koenig, first of 3. All right, so R. Koenig, first of 3. Got a top loader for him. Coming off the wheel. And see what we get. First Atlas card. Now, it looked like the Atlas card was the 3rd in the pack. So there's potential that this could be the Elite or the Unique or the second one that we have, second to last here. Because I did randomize it. Could be it. So let's see. Could be a big moment. Bedrock. Interesting. So we pulled this last week. I believe this is the first time I pulled it on the channel. It is an ordinary rarity. I want to say I think it became an exceptional, but it's the only illustration by Adam Kaspar in the Alpha set. And it's an amazing, beautiful artwork. He does incredible landscape type work, especially of like forest scenes and like rock structures. He's a friend of Mikhail Nagypal. So there's 2 guys cut from the same cloth out there in Slovakia. And man, they're both great artists. There's just so much detail in this artwork. It's really great. So yeah, I actually don't have that one on the website. I forgot about that. So you guys tell me. Let me see. Do I have it on all cards? I think I have it on my all cards page. Let me check. Oh yeah, I do have that. Okay. So let's go to the site here. All right, Adam Kaspar, Bedrock. Yeah, it is an exceptional site of unyielding solidity. I thought I was going to say solidarity, but it actually says solidity. All right, and it used to say the most solid, ordinary site imaginable. That's actually pretty funny for a type line text. Nearby sites are indestructible and can't be altered. And now it says can't be moved, destroyed, or modified. So it's rock solid. Rock solid pull. Looks like a photo camera pick. Yeah, it does, Ted. Yeah, man, he's a really good artist, Adam. Hopefully we'll see more from him. Who pulled the Mariner's Curse? Says Kevmo. That was Cosmic Seeds. Everyone knows Cosmic Seeds, man. He is a TCG enthusiast through and through. Really nice guy. All right, back to the wheel. 10 to go. We got baby screaming downstairs. Wife's probably pulling her hair out. Spiel Rahu. Spiel Rahu, the winner today of the Artist Proof giveaway from Vincent Pompetti, gets his first sample card of the day. Right off the top, the spell book. All right, so the last one was an exceptional. That's interesting. It was it was an ordinary as a sample card. That's why. All right, so the second to last card could be a monster atlas. But here we go with the spellbook. Ooh, Scavenging Fiend. Oh, so this is an elite. Okay. So this is the elite / unique in the sample pack. So it's the highest rarity. So now we're banking on ordinaries. I think we have one more exceptional we could pull out of this pack. Or these ordinaries that don't exist in alpha are big hitters. This one is Dan Seagrave. All right, so let's go to Dan's page and take a look at what we have here. An elite undead hunting for treasure, the Scavenging Fiend. All right, so let's go to the website here. I'll show you guys. It's an exceptional demon, rummages refuse. 4 to cast now. So it used to be 2 to cast. So that got nerfed quite a bit. A lot of these sample cards were a bit OP. It changed to an exceptional rarity now. And it is a Genesis effect. Conjure a broken artifact to this location. It used to say this fiend may be summoned on any site with an abandoned relic. It may also tap to teleport to the site of an abandoned relic. Let's go to the, real quick, to the full art page for Alpha. So that's the Elite. Spiel Rahu, man. So you got the free artist proof giveaway, and you hit the highest rarity card in the pack, the Elite. Let's go on the full art page on Collector Arthouse. Did I pass it already? No, because we got Kyle. It's alphabetical. All right, so the Scavenging Fiend. What I wanted to show you guys. Take a look here for a moment. This is going to be interesting. Not a lot of people know this. All right, so go back to the sample card. Yeah, I remember this. I discovered this probably a year and a half ago. Notice the Scavenging Fiend, right? He's scavenging, hunting for treasure. Left to right he's going, right? We have the cross over here. We have the Fiend moving left to right. Now take a look at this. Right to left. So in several cases here on sorcery cards, the artwork was inverted. You can kind of see, let me see if I get my goofy face off here. There you go. So you have the Scavenging Fiend, left to right. Notice, so you have the whole artwork was inverted. So this cross, wait, am I showing it? Are you seeing my cursor? Now you're probably seeing it, right? So you can only see it on one or the other maybe. So the Fiend's going left to right. On the original painting, he goes right to left. And then you have the mountain on the right side here instead of on the left. So you could tell in several instances how the artwork is inverted. And really awesome. It's unfortunate. Like, you're going to see it on the full art side of the foil card, of course. But there's a tremendous amount of detail here. Let me see. Can I move? Oh, all right. I was able to zoom at least. Look at the detail here going on under the text box with the swords, all of the treasure or refuse, as it's now called, of the equipment, the helmets, the weapons. What an incredible artwork by Dan Seagrave. He always kind of like etches his name into the painting. And it's funny, it's interesting on the painting here. This almost looks inverted as well. P.I. Seagrave. So, very cool. It's due to the way people read text and is more pleasing to the eye. Yeah. So it was just more fitting for the card. So that choice was made in a few instances. Let me go to, I also wanted to show you guys in Severance, another example. There's several examples of this where that choice was made for aesthetic reasons, right? But if we go down to Severance artwork, and I'm taking up too much time here again, I apologize. There's tons of paintings on here. Do I even have it on this page? I guess I don't have it in the full art. It's funny. It's ironic because I own the painting. But for Kythera Mechanism or Predestination, that was also inverted. So anyway, a little bit of storytelling there. Let's go back to the wheel. All right, 9 to go. Nice hit. Spiel Rahu. A Spidler. All right, so he has 2 in here. It's first of 2. So take the name off the wheel. All right, right off the back, right off the top, we're going to have another spell card. Black Scorpions, Mikhail Nagypal. So another artwork that was included in the collector tier. It's actually Red Zone Rogue that was awarded this one. So he backed at the collector tier level. I know he has this original painting. He recently featured that on his channel, so you guys can go check out the Red Zone Rogue YouTube channel and see this original, awesome, amazing original painting by Mikhail Nagypal in all its glory. A lot of detail in this piece. That was a nice hit for him because it was completely randomized for the 24 backers at the collector tier. So I'm looking for Mikhail's page, the Black Scorpions, Ordinary Beasts, scour this site. All right. So this is now changed to the Sirico Scorpion, so significant name change. It went from 3 to cast to 2 to cast. 2 power levels stayed the same. And now says Ordinary Beasts with Deathly Stings. Lethal. They wait and watch with eyes of suit. and the flavor text change, or the flavor text is the same. You see that? Let's do it like this again. That's a good way to do it. We should start doing this. The Black Scorpions is now the Sirocco Scorpions. The lethal mechanic, very pesky mechanic, can kill anything. One-shot kill. Nice one. Such a great artwork, man. You're going to like seeing this one in person, too. Wow, this is a beautiful painting. We got to make it out to see Red Zone Rogue one of these days and see that painting firsthand in person. Would be awesome. All right, back to the wheel of names. 8 to go. 2 hours and 15 minutes. We're getting there, guys. Ace Spittler. 2 in a row. All right, coming off the wheel. Moving from the wheel. All right. Oh, did I miss? Let me go back to the wheel. So Spiller's gone. My bad. I wasn't broadcasting the wheel. That is indeed a Spiller. Right off the top. Ooh, Pirate Ship. So we hit this one last week as well. Beautiful artwork by Vincent Pompetti, the most commissioned artist in Sorcery TCG Alpha, and he had a new one in beta, the Ruler of Thul. And we just auctioned and sold that original painting. It's a great sale for Vincent, and beautiful artwork. So well earned, a job well done. The Pirate Ship, an ordinary ship of mortal scum. I love that line. And that did not change. It was too good to change. So 3 to cast became 4 to cast, 5 power level. So that's equivalent. Yeah, this one has a long flavor text, which I have belabored many times on this channel because we pulled this a few times. So I'm not going to get into that. But this is one of Vincent's most popular artworks. Really beautiful. He does a great job with painting ships. All right. So let me actually show you the wheel spin this time. So thing to do on sample pack breaks. 7 to go. Let's just make sure we're still on schedule here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. 7 names, 7 cards. Always good. Sean is back. Kevmo. All right, Kevmo. I do have one for Kevmo. Here we go. This guy wants a counterspell like you couldn't believe. Any rarity, any counterspell, he says. Just give it to me. Here you go. Come on. Let's go. Heat Ray. Did you get a Heat Ray last week? I swear to God, I pulled this card. I can't remember who got it. It's an awesome card. It's not a counterspell. But we talked about this one quite a bit because this is super cool. Well, check this out. If you go to... Oh, let me do this. Go to the Jeff Easley page, right? The Heat Ray, because it has the grid. A lot of these cards from the sample cards remove the grid in the text box mechanic, but it still has like a, you know, obviously a grid-like effect. So if you look at Heat Ray, oh, it wasn't you last week? All right, good. So at least you got something different. But the Heat Ray is 3 to cast now. It used to be 2 to cast. Ordinary magic to keep enemies in line. Ordinary magic of focus fire. So we use this one as a great example to show the title, the tight coupling of the title, the illustration, the type line text, and the mechanic of the card. It was great as a sample card as well. Deal 2 splash damage in a line in any cardinal direction from the spellcaster. So this indicator here in this box shows the location of the spellcaster, and it can hit up to 4 steps away. 2 damage in a line, right? Just pierces right through them. The Heat Ray. Shoot a piercing projectile, deal 2 damage to 1 unit at each location along its path. So it still traverses the realm as far as it can in its path and pops you for 2. It's a Jeff Easley, super popular, famous artist from D&D, TSR days, shared a studio with Tony Sudlow and Alan Pollock, as legend has it, as they were working at TSR together. They did D&D work. The guys, all 3 of them got into Magic the Gathering, spent some time working at WotC, and now here they are now, doing their thing in Sorcery Alpha. And Tony's going through a tough time right now, unfortunately, as an injury. to his thumb. He has his thumb is actually numb on his right hand, on his painting hand. So he's having a tough time with that. He's still grinding through the commissions for Eric, and he has a backlog of artist proofs he's trying to work through. So he asked me to pass along his regrets to those that have had to wait quite a while for his artist proofs. He is continuing to do that. It's just kind of like a slow ginger process for him as he works through that injury. But he's committed to doing those, and he's going to keep grinding away. He's trying to get a second opinion on potential surgery for his hand. So hopefully he can keep creating beautiful work for Sorcery. He's an incredible artist. Tony Sudlow. Been doing it a long time. Took about a 15-year hiatus as a prison guard, believe it or not. Got away from art and painting, and got back into it. Just like riding a bike for Sorcery. At the top of his game. Didn't lose a step. Does incredible work. R. Koenig. So all the best to Tony in his recovery. The king of the realm, Tony Sudlow. R. Koenig here. Ooh, Whirling Blades. This is a very nice one. I went into great detail. Watched several episodes ago. I talked about how Brian Smith did this artwork. He originally painted the Whirling Blades and the figure all the way to the top of the card, which would not have been conducive to the title box for the card. So he actually had to paint on another piece of wood. I think he used a wood panel for this one. So he had to paint another piece of wood panel and then digitally stitch it back together to create this extra height to accommodate the title box without overlaying the main figure and the composition. So super talented artist. You know, this is his first time doing TCGs. He's kind of a guy that just kind of grew up doing his own thing. Just super dedicated to painting. Lives in his studio, as you guys saw on my beta showcase event. We had Brian on from his studio. He just sits there and paints all day. He's got everything he needs at his fingertips. He's kind of a purist, wholly dedicated to his craft, and does amazing work. He's super popular. People are buying up his artist proofs like crazy. I think he told me he sold like 80 artist proofs already, which is probably the most any artist has sold. Even the artists I work with, I've sold a lot for them, but they have a lot of cards at the set, you know, so they've only sold a few copies of each of those cards. Whereas Brian, he's getting close to sold out on some of these. So if you want a Brian piece, make sure you go to his website and you can commission him for a beautiful artwork on the back of one of these artist proofs. All right. 5 left. Spinning the wheel. All right. Is it going to be Bitter Cardboard? Bitter Cardboard has just the one. He's been waiting almost 2.5 hours for his one card. If he's watching. Or maybe he'll watch it back later. All right. So we got 5 left. 4 after this one. Bitter Cardboard. Right off the top of the pile. See how we do. Oh my God, can you believe it? Oh my God, Kevmo, man. I'm sorry, dude. You were in this break. We hit the order. How did I pull 3 of these? That is surreal. There are not a lot of these that exist in the world. There can't be. Even at the ordinary rarity, it is so hard to pull any single individual given card. And we've pulled 3 of them now. The 3rd we have pulled on this channel. We've only done, this is the 13th pack break. So in 13 packs, we've pulled 3 of these, which is insane odds. And it's only been probably in the last month, you know? Like, I think in the month of December, I pulled 2 of these. Maybe the first week of January. But the Ordinary Counterspell, this card is a banger. I know, like, one of the ones that I pulled, a guy bought for damn near 4 figures, I'll just say. Which is unreal. It shows like the intense demand for these sample cards, especially if you land an epic card that is not in alpha, because we don't believe there's going to be sample cards offered to the public again in the future. I'm sure that obviously the company's going to test print new cards, I imagine, with the factory, because it's just part of the process to check the color saturations and whatnot, make sure you're happy with the printing and the print quality and all those details. But unbelievable, man. We hit the Ordinary Counterspell. My condolences to Kevmo and my congratulations to Bitter Cardboard. That is a home run hit, man. I'm completely like burnt out. Yeah. So Simon confirmed we will not offer sample cards again, as I totally expected. I know you guys endorse as you should. Totally makes sense. The core product from the booster boxes. So this is it. You know, we're evaporating the remaining supply of sample cards. They're already incredibly rare, and we're just having a good time here. In the year, oh, well, it's not even the year of Alpha anymore. It's the aftermath of Alpha, the after year. And we're just enjoying the history of the game in the early days for the early adopters and the enthusiasts who love this early history. So the ordinary counterspell, the supply is finite. We've somehow miraculously pulled 3 on the channel. Absolutely unbelievable. Francesca Berald has the quick mechanic. It's incredible. All right. 4 to go. Kevmo. Mike broke sorcery for me. That's it. Selling it all. He's going to bury the podcast. He just can't handle it. All right. Packatus. Guys. All right. You're going to laugh at this. So, look at this. Packatus. I figured out, I cracked the code on why we had an extra top loader. So the thing about top loaders, right? They're transparent. You can see through it. So when you have a stack of these and you're shuffling, you're rifling through, you don't even notice that you're shooting blanks. Look at this. That's why we have an extra. It's not real. It's not labeled. So the mystery is solved. Finally. Anyway, we're on Packatus. We got 3 left to go after Packatus. So 4 left to go, including Packatus. And all is right in the world. Here we go. Sleep. Oh my goodness. Another beautiful card by Severin. One I'm partial to because I had an idea. As the legend goes, I had an idea for the early flavor text of this card. It once upon a time lived on the print file. It was in the card. To my knowledge, never printed on the card. And you can see there's no flavor text here. So there's no actual print of it. Maybe from the print and play files you could create your own, I suppose. But it never got officially printed by the factory as a sample test card. And it did not make it into Alpha. They ended up changing the flavor text. And I will show that to you right now on the website. Severin Pinot. So the flavor text line that I came up with was "Be still until the pain awakens you." And Eric liked it for a hot minute. It was in the print file. But then right before Alpha, it changed as shown. Breathe deep, the gathering bloom. Which again is a beautiful line and very fitting for the nature-esque illustration here, which is a staple in Severin Pinot artwork. And it's 2 to cast now. It was 1 to cast as a sample card. Beautiful, beautiful sample card, by the way. Ordinary Magic of Soporific Slumber. Oh, yeah, I remember joking about this. Soporific. About how this is used daily in everyday life. A word we've never even heard of before. Most of us probably. Target minion falls asleep, taps and loses all abilities until hurt. Target minion at a location up to 2 steps away falls asleep. It's disabled until it takes damage. And it gets the flavor text ad. So that is a beautiful pull, Packatus. Very nice. Highly desirable card. It's one of my favorite artworks by Severin, for sure. Time Stop is an unbelievable artwork. You know, I really hope we see Time Stop in Arthurian Legends, because that is a gorgeous, gorgeous artwork. Like I say, I didn't even know that that exists as a sample card. I think Eric in the Collector Arthouse Discord is tracking all of the high-end hits. Will be able to tell us if that's been pulled or not. Actually, if you go to, since I have the website up, if you go to Collector's Corner and go to the sample card gallery, these are all the sample cards that I had auctioned. So it doesn't have all the break cards. These were all like individually auctioned in the community Facebook group and the Collector Arthouse Discord. And at the top of this, there's this Google Sheets document. And this is the document that Eric is maintaining with the hits and the polls. So on this polls tab, let's see if we see Time Stop. Here he has all the exceptionals, elites, and uniques that we have been able to chase down and confirm from folks that it's been pulled. All right, so here it is. Time Stop. So does he have a quad? So we knew it exists apparently. I did not, admittedly. So pre-con. All right, so he has a column to see if it's in. It's not in the pre-con decks. There were pre-con sample decks that are extremely rare. All right, total from packs. And then he has pledge packs, silver packs, and art packs. So we want to highlight those two columns. And can you not do that in Google Docs? All right, so we're going to highlight E and F will be the total from packs. Is this? Let me see if this is a summation. Oh, this is an equation. All right, perfect. So we only need to look at total from packs from 383 packs. Wow, he has 380. Wait a second. 383. That's not right. There's 244 in the Kickstarter. Oh, cards. All right. So he has documented here 383 polls. And let's see how many time stops have been discovered. There has only been one ever discovered. Oh, it's from this opening. Oh man, you're right on it, dude. You're updating this in real time. So this is the first time stop ever pulled. And thank you for your great service, Eric. Man, that is amazing. The first ever pull of time stop today on the channel. All right, so appreciate your efforts there, man. Updating this in real time. It's incredible. So you go to collectorarthouse.com, go over to Collector's Corner, and then one of the drop downs is sample card gallery, and then there's this hyperlink, Sorcery Sample Cards Google Sheets. And there you can find all the data that Eric is diligently and graciously tracking. All right, so we have 3 left. We're almost done, guys. 3 to go. 3 top loaders left. All is right in the world. 40 people still watching. Appreciate your time and patience for 2.5 hours on this beautiful Saturday. Playoff weekend for the NFL. R. Koenig, his last from the pack. Let's see how he does. All right, right off the top. And we're going to do let me remind you guys, 40 people. Next week, we're going to open just 1 pack. We're going to have another break. I'm going to have a special mystery guest artist that you do not want to miss. And if the mail delivers, there's been a lot of snow situations here in the U.S. If I get what I think I'm getting this week, there is going to be an epic reveal of magnanimous proportions. I think that means very large and huge. I think that's what it means. It's going to be a huge reveal. Something very special, something unique, something only myself and one other person in the world can claim at present moment. And it's going to be big. It's going to be a big deal. And my mystery guest does not know what it is either. So it'll be a special time. I hope you can make it. Disenchant. All right. An awesome, quick, ordinary magic of Shattered Fascination. So let's see how this changed. Let's go to the Disenchant in Alpha and take a look at Elvira Polakowska. All right. Disenchant, ordinary magic of Fractured Fascination. So the quick mechanic is gone. That's why this is a real big deal as a sample card. See, it's 0 to cast, and he's got to have the 2 threshold in play. Why? Because you play it on your opponent's turn. You don't tap cards on your opponent's turn. So on your opponent's turn, you just have to have 2 threshold already in play to be able to play this card. But it's kind of it's basically like a counterspell of sorts. Destroy, not really a counterspell. It's something you play on your opponent's turn. So if they put a aura or relic in play, you can destroy it right there on the spot on their turn. However, now the quick mechanic is gone, and you have to play it on your own turn. Ordinary magic of Fractured Fascination. Destroy all auras and artifacts at target location up to 2 steps away, right? So it's kind of range bound, and it can only be up to 2 steps away before you could play it on your opponent's turn with the quick mechanic, with the 0 casting cost, and it destroys a target aura or relic, was not range bound. So play it, slip it into the deck, R. Koenig, and shock your opponent. Be like, wait a minute, what? You can play that on my turn? Get out of here. It's not going to fly in a tournament. But with your buddies, Who knows? What do they call it? The golden rule or the silver rule? One of those rules. Be polite to your friends. It's competitive. You play to win the game. But you got to extend them some latitudes from time to time. Latitudes, not platitudes. All right. 2 to go. All right. User 17. Guy's been waiting since the beginning of time to see this card. And maybe it'll pay off because it's an Atlas site card. Given what's been pulled, I'm going to hazard to guess that it is likely one of the basic sites. Every Atlas card is a big card. Confirmed on the channel today by Simon that there will be no more sample cards for the public. This is it, guys. This is a historical, finite collectible. It's the end of days for sample cards. It's winding down. Our pack inventory is winding down. They're hard to acquire. They're expensive as hell to acquire. But I'm trying my best. So if you own one, please contact me. I'd love to buy it and keep these fun lives going. Here we go. Oh! Oh my goodness. The Gnome Hollows. I was fully expecting a basic land. It's the Gnome Hollows by Matthias Frisk. Incredible artist, lead singer and guitarist in a heavy metal band. I don't know if he classifies it as heavy metal, but Matthias Frisk is an incredible artist. And this, to my knowledge, is the first pull of the Gnome Hollows. An incredible, exceptional site of cramped security. Matthias. What a pull. What a pull. Let's take a look at how this card has evolved. Man, what a freaking day in sample card, Sorcery TCG, sample card history. Unbelievable pulls today. Matthias Frisk. Here we go. The Gnome Hollows. An exceptional site of quaint destruction. It used to be an exceptional site of cramped security. I like quaint construction. That's awesome. Minions with more than 3 power can't traverse these hollows. Units with 3 or more power can't enter this site. Wow. That is an absolute home run. This card looks really great. It's pretty, it has those vivid colors like you often see on sample cards. You kind of tell the difference a little bit. You probably can't because it's kind of small on the screen. But it looks a little different compared to the alpha variant, which again, several of those were changed to be more true to form of what the original painting looks like. And you know, Matthias Frisk is a artist that is heavily inspired by Dan Seagrave. It was mentioned in my interview on the website here that let me show you something here. We're almost done, so I can divert, right? I want to show you the interview I did with Matthias Frisk ages ago now, guys. Time really flies. But we did a great interview with Matthias, and he talks about how Dan Seagrave is one of his artistic idols and influences. This was one of my favorite interviews because look at all this amazing artwork that Matthias has done. Such a vast portfolio, incredible work, and you can see a lot of the influence and inspiration from Dan Seagrave. So it's a beautiful. Here he is singing. I told you, he's a lead singer. So, and Van Helgt is his band since 1994. Wow. Man, that has to be high school for him because I believe he's like pretty similar in age to me. So from high school days, stuck with it all these years. So incredible portfolio of work. There's a great picture of him here, him and Dan Seagrave. And here's two buddies now. I don't know, they're friends on a friendly level. Like Dan lives in the UK. And here's Matthias out in, where is he? Finland? Or, yeah, it's up here. Scandinavian region, right? Up there. Here we go. Because Skanage is the village that he's in. Right? So this is where he is. Up in Sweden. The southern part of Sweden. And there... Let me show you... He mentions in the article here. Look at this amazing Wrath of the Sea. So this is based on somewhere in his town there of Sweden. And I think I had an image of it. Yeah. So this is a building in his hometown. Here's an image of the original painting. But anyway, I kind of wanted to... this was a sketch of the skeleton that he did for the game. So I actually sold this painting for him. I got to see this one in person, and also Exorcism, which were absolutely epic. So just amazing portfolio work. The reason why I wanted to jump here is to show that picture. Here he talks about how Dan Seagrave is one of his influences. And you can kind of see, look at this one, for Seer, for example, right? You never really want to compare two artists' work, but you can see the influence that he gets from a Dan Seagrave when you look at a piece like Gnome Hollows. Right, let's go down and take a look here. Where is the Gnome Hollows? Oh, it actually didn't have it in the list here. I think, you know why? Because we did this interview before Gnome Hollows was revealed. So this actually came out later. As I recall, it was a late add to the set. And there you have the amazing Gnome Hollows by Matthias Frisk. So Eric, tell us, man. Let's go back to the website here. Is this the first ever poll of Gnome Hollows? Let's go back to the sample card gallery and the Google Sheets document at the top of that page. And this is in alphabetical order. Incredible archive of the polls. Here we go. Gnome Hollows. So, I gotta go to the polls page, my bad. Alright, so we knew it to exist as a sample card. And here it is. Gnome Hollows. Was it column E? Yeah, so there's been 3 of those known to be pulled. And if he's doing this live, he probably just did it. So, first one besides Team Covenant that you know of. All right. Definitely first for me. I knew that much. So, that is a great poll. Congratulations to our... oh, User 17. Wow. Yeah, thank you, man. User 17 has been in my Patreon a long time. I greatly appreciate the support. And I'm happy it was you, man. You've been participating in a lot of these breaks, and really appreciate that. So congratulations on that great poll. That's awesome. We have one left. Spiel Rahu. All right, Ivan, just send me a DM on Discord, Collector Arthouse Mike, or I know you know me on Facebook, Mike Servati, and I will tell you how to buy into future breaks. The break next week is sold out. That's sample pack break 14. I am desperately trying to buy more sample packs. So if anybody has them for sale, I am negotiable on price. It's hard to do this at an affordable cost, given the acquisition cost of these sample packs. But we're just going to have to adjust the price to the market price that I'm having to pay to buy them, I guess. If we do, I'm going to do more beyond sample pack 14. I just got to decide on pricing, like if it's how viable it is, or if we need to pause for a little bit for people to calm down, because there's others trying to buy these packs too, so I have a lot of competition for them, and it makes it difficult. But this is a great fun time. I hope you guys agree and are enjoying it. It's a special treat to talk about the history of the game. And here we go, last one in the pack for Spiel Rahu. All right, I'm gonna see if I can get this up. Yeah, from the excess of the penny sleeve. Very last one in the pack. Petrosian Cavalry. Andrea Modesti. So we've come full circle with the first artist ever commissioned for Sorcery, and the last card we pull in sample pack 13 after 2 hours and 45 minutes. I am extremely dehydrated and hungry, as I always am in these events. My wife is a saint. I'm going to have to make up for this. Huge time commitment. Every weekend it's been. Especially next week will be a little better. We're going to have a special reveal, as I mentioned. So we'll do that in the introductory segment. And then we'll just do one pack. And then if I could coordinate with a couple creators, there's some talk about potentially doing a sorcery discussion to follow the sample pack break. We're just trying to see if our schedules can align and if next weekend will be the time. We'll definitely make it happen. But hopefully that'll be something we can look forward to. I'll let you guys know if I can confirm that this week. All right, so what am I doing here? I'm looking at Vincent's page like a moron. I'm talking too much is the problem. So Andrea Modesti is the one that did the Petrosian Cavalry. And let's take a look here. Here it is. 3 to cast, change to 4 to cast. 3 power toughness is the same. Ordinary undead emerge from below. It changed to ordinary mortals charge into battle, which is much more fitting. These are not creatures or minions or soldiers rising from below. They're charging into battle. So it has the charge mechanic. And we pulled this one last week. We talked about the change here. It says this cavalry may move or attack right away when summoned. And that's what the charge effect does. So it's simplified to simply say charge in the same flavor text. So very nice, guys. Let me take a look here at the chat before we wind down. Nice polls. Going back to bed. Silly Draco. Yeah, you're the one that said you got off the night shift, right? Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for hanging in there. Hoping the game continues its development, but genuinely needs to up its marketing. Game is extremely niche and unknown and needs to be pushed more. Well, that's typical of a new game, new indie coming to market. We've only had the alpha set and the beta set. So it's very early days, and the game's doing very well. You know, the beta prices are very stable, so the go-to-market strategy, I would say, has been largely a success. I know LGS's wish they could get more supply, as do I, so I could offer it to patrons. But that's kind of, you know, how it goes. How it goes for now. We'll see. We'll see what the model is for Arthurian Legends. We're all super anxious and excited to that. Hopefully, I can get a lot of those again, and other stores and businesses can too. And proliferate the game to more markets, more customers, and grow our platforms and our reach, right? So, a great pack again. Gnome Hollows, Disenchant, Sleep, Ordinary Counterspell. Unbelievable. Another unbelievable hit. Whirling Blades, Heat Ray, Pirate Ship, Black Scorpions, Scavenging Fiend. Talk about the art change there. Bedrock, the only Adam Caspar card. Mariner's Curse, Kite Archer, Highland Clansman, Cauldron Drones. What a break, guys. What a day for the sample packs. Incredible, unbelievable. We have, ending tonight, the Polymorph Artist Proof Auction, 8 p.m. tonight. Last chance at one of the Francesca Beralds. And then at 8 p.m., one door closes and another opens. We'll have a big beta artist proof, or not artist proof, big beta curio offer. The Far East Assassin, new artwork from Severin. It's like these things align like destiny. The Severin cards, the Elvalria cards, and now more Severin glory today. The curio, I open with a feature, and then we pull the first ever discovered time stop. Absolutely incredible. Like it was meant to be. Unbelievable. Let me get my thumbs out of here. Someone's probably screenshotting this. Look at that. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Appreciate it. Kids are out of control downstairs. The wife's screaming. Thanks for tuning in. Next week, I'll let you know the day and time. Big reveal. Big guest. And then potentially a sorcery discussion after a sample pack opening. Thanks for tuning in. Please like and subscribe. Thank you for your time. Appreciate it. Take care.